So, we find you guys traveling to an unknown location for right now. In the bar, 7 forward, we cut to Dal Anarin sitting across from a red-headed Bajoran woman.
That is correct. You remembered.
Yes. She seems not disinterested, but you excuse yourself for a moment and walk over to the bar, and there is Commander Baash, who is waiting for you to show up to give you some helpful tips on how to properly court a woman.
All right.
Lenara.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell me. Sit down. I also ordered a drink.
To teach you about women.
Mm. I grab out my pad and start taking notes.
Many women from many cultures are very much different from one another. I don't know as much about Bajoran women, but a true thing about women across most cultures is don't assume... I'm sorry. Do not assume that you know what they are thinking, nor should you assume that they aren't being truthful. There is this old Earth joke that when a woman says fine, nothing is fine. That is not always...
I'm familiar with that one.
Well, that is not always correct to assume. But body language does play into things. Now, with Klingon women in particular, it is all body language. Klingon will bite your face if they so want to have you around.
And next to you, and a familiar voice pipes up, and he's like, I know a few Bajoran women. What I can tell you is that some of them are really into insults. I don't know why. I think it's the whole Cardassian thing. And you look to your left, and it's why am I blanking on his name? It's Jumo. Sensen Jumo.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Cardassians are very confrontational. When you're very confrontational with the opposite sex, it's a sign of flirtation. Some Bajoran women picked it up. I don't know why.
Well, there you go. So,
well, I would assume that since this Bajoran woman is on a Starfleet vessel away from Cardassia or Bajor, she may not have perhaps been the sort of same sort of type to stick around.
I've never met a Bajoran woman who wasn't hard as nails. So
it's true. That is true.
So with that said, as they always say, be yourself.
Oh God.
Be cool. She's like actually doing his voice. Be cool. Be yourself. And then she's gonna also say, but seriously though, be assertive.
Bite face.
Let's not
be assertive. But do not be. I think with most others, do not be cocky. I think is the correct phrase. Do not be full of yourself.
And while we were talking, I'm waiting for my order of 2 Hasperat soufflés, which is a Bajoran delicacy.
Okay, yeah.
So I can take it back to the table.
As she finishes talking, your bartender shows up with them, just hands them to you, looks at you and goes, "Good luck, doll." The whole damn ship knows. It's not a very big ship.
Nope. She knows that everybody else knows as well, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if this Hasperat soufflé is.
Yeah. This is Badge getting in the I'm gonna watch this crash and burn very casually.
Yeah. Jumo turns to you and says, "Commander, you want to take a bet?"
How much and what odds?
take my shift, my third shift, and I'll say he succeeds.
I never bet shifts.
Okay, how about holodeck time?
All right.
All right. 1 hour of my holodeck time for 1 hour of yours. I say our boy lands it.
I'm going to make it more interesting.
I'm gonna grab the souffle and walk away from this conversation.
You already left at that point.
I've already
right.
left.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay,
I'm
okay.
going to bet on he will make it to a second date, but not a third.
Ooh. Okay. You're on
Playing the
that
long game. All right. Do we have enough episodes for that?
Season 2, the relationship arc of Dalanaran. It's like the what were they in Voyager? The sisters, the Delaney sisters.
Duras sisters.
The Delaney sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, in Voyager. Yeah.
For Kim and Paris. Yeah.
In Paris. All right. So we cut back to you showing up with Hasperat, and she goes, "Oh, yeah. Hasperat. Thank you."
I just thought we'd, share in the culture, explore a bit. I mean, is it wrong? Is it not something?
It's fine. I'm not a big fan of Bajoran food. I was raised in Vulcan, so refugee camp.
I would have known this about this time. This is not really the first date. It's not maybe really time to bring this up, but okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Just not a lot of people know that about me. I just gotta come up with a name for her. Random Bajoran name time.
It's like Paul's one thing. Like it's always like, oh crap, the name.
The name. More time. Her name is Lishu.
Lishu.
Yeah, it's Lishu Tias. So her first name is Tias. Her last name is Lishu. But everyone they reverse the surnames.
They reverse, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So gotta remember that Lishu.
So what you say? Last name Lishu. Yeah.
Lishu. Yeah. Ensign Lishu. She goes, so you're she's actually, and I'll say she's an engineering team. She's part of Cole's crew. She's like, I hear there was some excitement our last mission. I was stuck in engineering the entire time. The chief was real pissed when I said no one kept their distance. Yeah, you were on the Husik when it went down?
Yeah, unfortunately that was probably my fault as well, because it was my idea to take the Husik out. Probably would have still been in one piece if I hadn't taken initiative, but oh well, we survived. Although I would probably steer clear of Cole for a bit while repairs are being done. It was his baby.
I don't have that luxury, unfortunately. He's being a junior officer aboard. He's kind of a taskmaster when it comes to this.
Right. But, are we RPing this or are we rolling? God damn it.
All right, roll me for some. Well, you can role play it. Let's role play it, and then feel free to roll as things go along.
As I'm playing this, I'm more of a listener instead of a talker, because that.
Yeah, that's just
never want to interject. So
she will ask about the arm, though. She's like, I've always wondered about the arm.
It's a long story. Had a bit of a run-in with some unsavory people a couple of years ago, and the ship I was on was badly damaged, and Unfortunately, the arm and the eye were unrecoverable.
You seem to manage pretty well.
Yeah, I tinker with it a lot. The original is just it's crap. You know about these standard Starfleet issue items are probably more than I do as well. But yeah, I've been upgrading it throughout. I got some nice custom stuff in it, so it's manageable. At least it's not an annoyance.
Yeah, I can imagine it's pretty helpful on scientific outings.
Yeah. It's actually about 75% stronger than regular humanoid, and actually has sensors in it. But that's not the best part. And I will. All this time, I had,
of course, the
Ozzy with me.
Yeah.
Ozzy, yeah. Just have him jump on the table.
Okay, roll me a presence command for this one.
Presence command. Oh god, that's my lowest.
Maybe daring.
But yeah, daring command. You can do that as
daring.
well.
Daring is slightly better. and can I do cybernetics because this is about cybernetics?
Yes, we'll do that.
Oh god. Okay.
Difficulty 2.
Okay.
200, right?
We are talking about Anarin here. He self-describes himself as a loner and someone who's a bit of an outsider. So
yeah,
now
exactly.
he's trying to hit on.
I'm trying to get out of my
bubble. Yeah, your bubble.
Yeah. I'm trying to grow as a person. Damn it.
Spotlight.
How
Fuck.
dare you?
Okay.
At least not a complication. I didn't crash on the first.
Yes. She was a little surprised when her pops was like, oh, is that a dog or some sort of metal, gosh, what is the name of, I can't remember the name of the spiders that were on Bajor.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a dog. It's just a
Yeah.
dog. I pet it and it rolls over and puts all his feet up.
Yeah.
Because it's in playful puppy mode right now.
Yeah. I can imagine she kind of like pets it and kind of looks at it and she says, "Oh, this would be really useful for fixing things in the thing. You think I could borrow it?"
Sure. It's currently set up so all its sensors pipe directly into my eye, but I'm sure you could program a console to get all that info as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be easier for some of those dangerous areas. You ever thought about making it for Starfleet or putting it before review?
It's still early in the stages of development. I'm not really that confident in its in the software. The software is my my weak point. I'm more of a hardware guy. Do you program?
Yeah,
In whatever language this is, yeah.
A little bit. I'm mostly like you. I'm mostly into hardware, dealing with engines and stuff like that. I specialize in warp core.
I bet she's into hardware. Sorry.
I was gonna make the joke too, but they're two nerds talking about tech stuff. So
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I don't think you can squeeze a warp core into one of these.
I mean, probably not. Yeah.
I mean, if they were being built for Starfleet, a lot of the stuff is quite superfluous because it was made as a sort of a pet as well, and not just a tool.
Well, yeah, and I all of the innuendos are coming out of the rest of the cast.
In this case, it's just pet project.
Yes.
It's literally a pet project.
Literally a pet project. Yeah, that was one of the puns going into it. Yeah.
She says, well, maybe
how much more of this cringe do we have to her?
She goes.
It was my idea after all.
Yes, she goes. Well, maybe you and I can take a look at it and see if we can make it useful for engineering purposes at some point too.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, doll. We'll do this again sometime, huh?
Yeah, right. I see my commanding officer at the bar probably wants to. Yeah.
She gets up and leaves anyways because she like pulls out a pad from she kind of looks at it and looks around and she goes she's going back to shift. So all
me or her, the girl?
The girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there.
All right. So who wins the bet?
Well, it's a long-term bet.
It's a long-term bet, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat both soufflés, I suppose.
As you bring both soufflés back up,
just
Jumo,
one. I ate mine.
Jumo taps your shoulder and pulls the soufflé over, and goes, "Hey, you know what? That wasn't a no." Then
went pretty much as I expected it to.
Then we cut to exterior of the ship, captain's log.
Captain's log. Stardate 48585.5. Starfleet Command just issued revised navigational data for the sector. The recent destruction of the Amargosa star has caused fluctuations to the ambient magnetic field, requiring minor adjustments to the warp engines and navigational systems. Engineering assures me that making these alterations to the ship's systems will have minimal impact on efficiency. More importantly, we recently received a message from the Render Station that a runabout called the
Susquehanna.
Thank you, computer. The Susquehanna has gone missing in the Carina Nebula, deep within the Shackleton Expanse. The Susquehanna was investigating an unusual alien signal that originated from the nebula when all contact was lost. We have been ordered to enter the nebula, find the runabout, and determine the origin and cause of the alien signal. Starfleet has also advised that Romulan and Ferengi ships have been sighted in the region. So we should exercise caution, since they likely detected the alien signal as well. We have been carefully searching the nebula for several years, but finding the missing runabout has turned out to be an excruciating process. Sensors are extremely limited due to the effects of the nebula, making the odds of finding the runabout slim. We have, however, located the source of the alien signal, a small, dusty planet called Seku 6. We've set course for the Seku System in hopes of finding the missing runabout.
It was hours, not years. I hope you guys haven't been exploring this
exactly.
for years. Yeah, thank you. All right, so you guys are
in what has felt like several years.
What has felt like several years. So generally speaking, about a month ago, they detected an alien signal from deep within the Carina Nebula. And the reason why they're sending you guys out is because it is very similar to the signatures of the other signals which you have encountered. The Susquehanna disappeared recently. You guys were out on missions when they sent the Susquehanna out. But because the Susquehanna disappeared and you have experience with the same similar alien signal, they wanted you guys to investigate to see if you can get to the bottom of it even further. And I'm going to make sure that Dahl, you have access to this because I've got some special things for the science officer.
Goody gumdrops.
There we go. All right. All right. And save. There we go. So that is the scientific data of Seku 6 for you. Just in general, this is what you know.
Is it in the handouts?
Yes, it's in the handouts.
I don't see it. It's just the Vasquez for now. Oh, there we go. It's not the handouts, but it's just for everybody. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it down in the handouts, but it should be available for you. All right. So you guys are on your way to Seku 6. The signal has been analyzed, but they haven't been able to decipher it. and it repeats every 3.67 minutes. Exactly. So you guys enter the system, on the edge of the system, and you're able to see the system. It's an F-type star with 9 planets, and you're going to Seku 6.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
If there's torps there, I want to shoot them. I mean, yeah. Baj is at her station or in her little chair, just chilling.
Yep.
You know?
I'm doing my little scans.
If I'm on shift, I'm morosely going about the motions of being chief engineer. If I'm not on shift, I'm in the shuttle bay trying to reassemble the pieces of my baby.
Yeah. So if you want to do scans, you can do a reason science task. It's a difficulty 2.
Yay, something I'm good at.
And then sensors and science for the assist from the ship.
So I'll just say that for the date roll, my total was a 9. For this, it's a 16.
You said sensor science for the ship?
Yeah, sensor science.
Would dimensional anomalies figure into this?
No, because you're trying to scan
No.
the system. People can assist, like if you want to try to boost.
Oh, the ship
power.
the ship will assist. Yeah.
If
Didn't.
If anybody else wants to divert power to the sensors,
That would be my deal.
you can do a control engineering check to divert power for assist.
Alrighty. Roll baton.
Nope. Last attempt. You guys are having trouble because, as you know, that there is it's out of the nebula. It's just out. It's like in a clearing of this nebula. It also there have been some weird. There's been a lot of rich mineral deposits on this planet, which is causing it screws up sensors pretty easily. So
Right. I will reconfigure the sensors and try again.
hold on. I'm going to have Jumo attempt a control con to get you in a better position for scanning. And he does! So you actually are able to scan the system after some help from rerouting the power and Jumo getting you into a better position.
I don't reroll. It's basically just assists like that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's assists that are going to get you there. There's at least your sensors pick up at least one starship has passed through the system recently and probably landed on the planet.
Okay.
Interesting.
Is it still there?
That you don't. It's hard for you to decide. You can't really determine if there's.
All right. Can I determine what is the origin of the ship based on its wake signature? No.
not this
It
far,
just
no.
that it was a ship.
And not with that momentum.
So, all right. Can't tell if it's ours or if it's something else.
You guys going to continue your approach to the planet? Captain?
What?
Captain?
Yes, we were going to press ahead. I didn't realize that we had stopped.
Yeah. Well, it stopped the scan, so.
However, I am going to ask my my tactical officer to scan ahead just to make sure that there are no known Romulan or Ferengi signals in the area. I know that they did a general scan for anomalies. However, I want to doubly make sure that there aren't any surprises ahead of our investigation to the runabout.
That's a control security. So if whoever wants to do that.
Don't you mean control security?
Security.
I'm actually
We're punning
gonna
today.
pass. I'm gonna pass that on to Terzi. I'm gonna let Terzi take.
I'm gonna try to cause him a headache with my telepathy.
That was. Why would you do that in character? My pun was out of character.
Was it though? Because the voice wasn't out of character.
Oh
And
my
I'm gonna
god.
assist. I'm gonna assist.
You said
Serge.
control security?
Yes.
Would any of my focuses apply here?
Do you have any focuses? Oh, let me double check your focuses real quick.
There's a few.
Yeah, they would.
Okay. Any complication range?
Just one complication range.
And I will assist him as Baj, and I will also roll the ship.
Hey, you got it definitely because it was controlled. It was difficulty 3. So,
Yeah,
so then you also have to do the ship.
ship, sensor security.
Okay,
Oh,
you
no
got it.
momentum.
Nailed
Thanks,
it.
ship.
No momentum. She just doesn't like it early on. She needs to warm up a little bit. So
Are we back to Doll's conversation, or are we talking the ship?
So you are. It's hard for you to get a reading, but there is definitely a Ferengi and a Romulan signature that have been through the system, and a Federation signature. So there's all 3.
And of course, I announced this verbally.
Captain, we have all the colors of the rainbow today.
Can I paint with all the colors of the wind?
Understood.
Just don't change the livery of the Huzuk.
I just tell him, I'm like, we're picking up, not Enterprise, Starfleet, or Federation, Ferengi, and Romulan signatures.
Very well. Let us press on for now. However, computer, how far away are we from our target?
About 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Blue alert.
Oh yeah, I got to do
Alert?
I got to manually do the blue alert.
Blue
Are
alert.
you sure, Captain? It does mean changing the bulb.
What was it called? What did you call it last week?
Oh. Teal feel.
Teal feel.
That's a good one.
Alright.
Where is
Teal, but I need to get into the control
A
center.
bit of green is thrown in.
Oh yeah, I got to change
Like-
the.
For added measure.
I got to change the picture for this one because I keep forgetting that it's.
Here we go.
It was from Hermerus when he was on the show.
Teal. Yeah, I'm not that person. I do have access to that person's character sheet,
Everyone
but I'm
has
not
access
that
to
person. All right. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to be right back.
Okay. I may actually download that.
Oh, damn. You want me to find it for you?
I can find it from what you sent it to me, and we'll just fix it real
Yep.
quick.
I feel bad for derailing the stream by choosing the.
No,
a different-
I should have set it up. It's a good idea. There it is. Nope, that's the wrong one.
I'm so coach to you, Lurch. Nugne. Break the fourth wall once in a while.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Is the translator down again?
The translator is set to plot mode.
Ah,
It translates when it needs to.
most convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what Habso coach means, Lurch. That's my favorite Klingon insult.
Yeah, you may need to send it again, Darsh, because I'm not seeing it.
Should be in the history, but yeah, I'll go look.
Yeah, I'm looking through the history and I'm not finding it unless you put it in the drive.
Possibly. No, it's there we go. If you just Control F and blue, it'll find you bluealert.zip on the drive. Or is that just?
Let me see if I can find the drive again.
Yeah, that has the PNG and the
My favorite Klingon insult is
Just clearing your throat.
It's Klingon for slime.
Sounds slimy.
Actually sounds similar to hech, which is death.
Yeah.
I'm actually not seeing that drive. You're gonna have to send me that link again. Because I have the fixes, but you never send me the whole drive file, so. Oh, nope.
I think this is it.
There we go.
The Targs next door won't shut up.
Okay, pull this up, open this, and then
Yeah, that's the one.
Number 1. Have you seen the latest holovid? All Targs go to Stovokor.
No.
It is most enlightening.
Why did you say that, Captain?
I am just making what they call small talk.
Tiny speech.
Indeed.
I do not like to speak small. I only speak big.
Neither do I. However, Dr. Nagata had... What is the word? Prescribed. I do so.
Stop being high, Nagata!
small talk's good for the soul, man. You know what's
Are
also
you
good for the soul? Essential oils. No, and Nagata is not a guy who's like essential oils can cure everything, but he is definitely a man who enjoys lathering himself in canola.
This is why he is not allowed on the bridge.
He always smells like patchouli.
It's cannoli.
Why would anybody use canola oil?
That's okay.
Whatever it is, it should be illegal.
There we go. Fixed it. Finally. After that long pause. You guys approach the planet with under blue alert, under your stealth drive activating, which reduces your signature from a size 4 ship to a size 2 ship. So you look like a runabout.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. Another one.
Thank you, Ensign Khalid.
Hey, Secure.
Right.
Yes, Chief.
Hi.
You still had that guy up. Oh. All right. So the initial long-range scan shows there's a lot of electromagnetic interference on the planet due to its mineral content. But you can give me a control science task at difficulty 1. Can be assisted by the sensors and security when you guys are scanning the planet.
Which one you said? Control science?
Control science.
Eek.
We'll do the sensors and security roll for the ship. Button.
Interstellar anomalies this time because you just said there's interference.
No, because
No, this is planetary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the ship got 2 successes.
The ship is finally waking up, though.
And I got 2 successes as well.
So you have 3 momentum now.
Oh, it was just a single, and
Yeah, it was just difficulty 1.
Well,
When you
then
got
we have
close enough.
4 momentum because we have the ship's enhanced sensor package.
Oh,
right.
right.
Doesn't
So
that give us an extra point of momentum when we win?
Yes. So you
Yeah.
have 4 momentum. Just everything just whoop, like you just instantly you recognize the interference as like dilithium and stuff like that, and you're like, Psh, I've dealt with this, and the other interference is the radiation from the eddies, which are like I have dealt with this before. This is easy, and able to pull it up.
The ship just goes easy game, easy life.
GG. Try harder next time.
Is the ship
planet.
becoming self-aware?
It's becoming sentient. It's becoming the Discovery. So you with the scans, you detect 2 Starfleet communicators on the planet's surface. Just as a
the
reminder,
communicators.
Just as a reminder, if you want to get more information, you can always spend momentum to get more information. That's one of those things you can do for momentum. With momentum.
Okay, I will spend 1 momentum to get more information. Yeah.
Your scans are also showing that a small ship has entered the atmosphere. However, there is no sign of a ship on the surface.
Is there a sign of the ship underneath the surface?
Not that you can tell.
Can I sense anything around those Starfleet comm badge signals, like any impact craters or?
Not without spending more momentum.
Fine, we have a lot.
Okay.
1 more, and then I'm done.
There is an indeterminate number of humanoid life forms near the surface of the source of the signal. You're seeing other life forms. It's hard to tell what they are. Could be human, could be Romulan, could be Ferengi, could be Vulcan, could be a flying spaghetti monster. But they're humanoid, yeah.
Oh, if it was flying spaghetti...
A flying spaghetti monster is not humanoid.
Not humanoid. It could be Superman, okay?
Realism!
All right, I will relay that information and stop spending momentum.
Very well. So, with that said and done, I suppose it is time to start to put together an away team.
Your science officer does know one thing about this planet, though.
Does the science officer know that he knows this about the planet?
Yeah, that's the question.
Right.
About a potential away team?
Yes. We have issues transporting down. It's difficult, but not impossible. Is that the thing you wanted me to say?
Yes.
Right.
We could always take a shuttlecraft.
We could take one of the other runabouts, yes.
This is where I'd take the Husik. If
But
I
it's-
had one!
You still have the other 2 runabouts?
We have the 2 runabouts. I suppose it would be more prudent to take the runabouts instead of trying to adjust the transporters to work through the interference. Although I believe the engineering should still be tasked with this, just in case we need an emergency beam out.
And perhaps pattern enhancers can be taken down.
That is
That's
an excellent
exactly what I was
idea.
about to say.
Is the Vasquez capable of atmospheric entry?
No.
Okay.
Once.
Yeah,
Yes.
once. Every ship is able to atmospheric entry once. The only starship at this time that can land on a planet is the Intrepid class.
Okay. In that case, secure to Chief.
Secure to who?
Said chief.
Which chief?
Oh, Chief. Sorry.
Chief of security, chief engineer, chief of science,
He always calls
chief of operations.
He's
calls me
always
chief.
he's always called
So,
Cold
like-
Chief.
Okay.
My comm badge beeps, and I'm like, Captain, you know you set up a 2-way comm system between the bridge and engineering. Hey,
Do we get feedback with this? I just
Yes.
like, does that cause a feedback loop?
oh, the
The echo.
computer mute 2-way comm. Okay, Captain. Yes. Hello.
My apologies.
Hi.
I can never be too sure if you have us muted or not, Chief.
That's fair.
With that out of the way, we are planning to land or to send an away team to Seku 6, and I was wondering if we had any runabouts capable of taking an away team down as soon as possible. And if so, which ones would you recommend?
Well, we definitely have the Pecos and the Sava still in operation. I'd want to give them the once over to make sure they were ready for whatever conditions we know about in the atmosphere down there. But give me a little bit of time. I can probably outfit one of them.
Understood. I'm planning on sending only a light team down. So, whichever ship you do choose, I trust that you will choose well. Secure out.
I mean, they are identical.
That being said,
They
Secure
are,
doesn't care.
but they
They
can be,
are, but they can be different. Yeah, we can
they're,
outfit.
they're modular. So like you can switch out the backside to be like
okay.
a cargo, or you can switch it out to be a troop transport. You can switch it
This
out.
is
to
basically a pickup.
yeah, it's essentially like a pickup that you can change the backside of.
I was
It's more-
basically asking Chief to turn it into like a troop transport because we're going to be sending all of us down. Because I don't know what the maximum occupancy of like it normally is. I imagine
Maximum
3.
is 4, I think, 3 or 4. So
I mean, comfortably 4.
yeah.
But if you cram people in, you can basically do the Star Citizen thing, entire server into an Avenger or whatever.
yeah.
All right. Let me
So
find the options here. It'll be a moment.
It should be
Shuttles
under
and
the
runabout.
the shuttles and runabouts.
Yeah, it's the noob class runabout. I'm just passenger transport. Would get us up to 10 people.
How many did we plan on taking?
So,
So actually, it doesn't need to be modified in order to. Like we could do 5 people without it being a problem because the general crew complement is 1 to 4. So any of the back things would still have room for a person.
You could also set it up to be to do weapons. You can increase.
Yeah,
its,
that's that. Because we don't know what we're gonna find down there. I'm outfitting it for combat.
that is a good idea. As far as crew complement go, I just wanted to send the usual bridge crew as well as Baaj's
second.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I believe is Jitsa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll be a little cramped, but I think it's more prudent to do weapons, which we can do because we have 2 momentum.
Mhm.
So we spend the 2 momentum, and Paul gets 2 threat in order for us to outfit this for combat.
Yeah, but it adds a +2 to damage for the runabout's weapons. So all of the weapons will do 2 additional d6 of damage if they hit. If you remember in DS9, the runabouts with the little like it looks like it's got like the top carrier on it. It's like a little like arch that's on top of it. That's essentially the weapons loadout. It has an additional like photon torpedo bank and phaser strips. So
In TNG, when it appeared, it actually had a dining room in the back.
really,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole aft section is reconfigurable, so
yeah.
I'm
It was
sure there
the
are custom modules.
diplomatic mode with the dining room. Makes sense.
It's got a chandelier.
Of course.
Actually,
Size 2.
it was probably set up for long duration mission in that case.
Yeah, the rest
Because
area.
it adds rest and sleep areas for the crew complement of 4. So, and if we were doing an actual long duration mission, you could actually do a crew complement of 8 because you could hot bunk, and anyway,
So, it'll take you like about an hour or 2 to switch out the configuration. For those of you guys, I recently learned is that Starfleet ships of this era actually have micro
Torpedoes?
not torpedoes, micro
Phasers.
rails.
no, it's tractor beams. They have micro tractor beams. So like the ship itself has shuttle bays where you can like land shuttles, but then it also has the ability to lift up the shuttles and then deposit them into other bays that are sealed, so that you can maintenance them. Essentially, it's like a work bay.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
pull them back, so they're moved by by tractor beams from these different shuttle bays. through like different hatches on the sides of the bays.
Oh, that was cool. Like, somebody made an Unreal Engine 3 made the representation of the Enterprise D, and they had the shuttle bay done, and those little tiny tractor beams were operational. You could grab a shuttle and move it around the shuttle bay. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Dal, what was your paramour's name?
Oh shit!
It was Lishu.
Lishu.
Okay.
No, that's
It was Tius. Tiyis.
Tiyis. Tius.
Mm-hmm.
Lishu. Okay.
Lishu's her last name. So.
Yeah, which is how I would refer to her.
Mm-hmm.
Asking her to help me outfit the new runabout. That's all.
So she's asking you about Dahl and about the dog and about, your time in the Husik. It was destroyed if he was actually responsible for it, because apparently he's claiming responsibility for it.
Well, that's very kind of him. While he is the one that suggested using a runabout to transport the torpedo, I insisted on taking the Husik out. Man. You ever been tempted to break the rules about time travel? Anyway, not important.
You have a time travel? You have a time travel device, and I don't know about it, dear Chief?
Not yet.
But he's always tinkering.
Dahl's a good guy, and I tell her the story of us down on the planet.
Yeah.
And I embellish a little bit in Dahl's favor, so that it doesn't sound like I just swooped in at the last second to save everybody with the runabout.
I was going to say, she also suggests, she becomes a little bit more impressed, but she also suggests that you make the refit of the Husik a collective thing for engineering, so that everyone in engineering is helping out in their off time to refit the Husik.
It's not a bad idea.
I also did offer to help.
I'm a little protective of. I'm sure you know I'm a little protective of my baby, but we'll see.
It's team building exercise, That way everyone can have a little bit of it.
There is a lot of work to be done. A lot of pieces to replicate, and I'm gonna miss it so much.
We'll get her back up. Don't worry about it, Chief. All right.
Not important.
So, after about an hour or two, you guys are finished setting it up, and security. You're taking pattern enhancers with Jetsa R, but are you going standard complement, type 2 phasers, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, standard complement, and then like Jetsar and I will carry type 3s just in case, because
the rifles. And of course, you're like decked out with your knife, your batleth, your mechlith, like 2 mechliths,
Yeah.
I'm taking my purse of many things for science.
Jet has like a Kliega. I mean, I probably have a little addition to the uniform. I mean, I do have a baldric on, even though it doesn't reflect in physical appearance at the moment. But
here's the question: does Terzi bring a batleth?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's my batleth, bro. Boys up in the house. Okay, sorry.
Sakir, is the whole bridge crew and Jetsa R coming?
Just the bridge crew and that we have currently here as cast Jetsa R. We are leaving. Of course, we're leaving the helm behind. We're leaving our Bajoran friend Jumo. Yeah.
We should probably make a medical officer.
And yes, of course, we're taking Nagata. And I believe it's Baj's turn to use Nagata as well.
Oh man.
That's perfect.
No, it's more like, oh man.
That's right.
All right, guys. Ready to do this away mission, and let's
center your chi, man.
Anyway,
anyway,
let's just chill and and put all the positivity. I can't do it, man. I'll try.
He shows up with a handful of Funyuns. It's like bags of Funyuns. I'm ready for my away mission, man.
I'm just gonna play him like Jeff Lebowski. How about that?
There we go.
But Buster, when you said I can do it, man, that was like the most actual authentic you could have said. You could have been.
Well, it's okay. Every single time, everyone has a different interpretation to the role of Nagata, because
turns out he's 17 different people.
Yes, he has split personality, and all of them are just very Californian, but slightly different.
He's actually
we're all
just
the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I believe Meyer played him as Scooby Doo or as Shaggy from Scooby Doo. So feel free to go for it.
Dude.
All right.
Hey, this Hydra spray will really tie your body together. Let me tell you right now. Hypo spray.
All right. So you guys take off. Who's piloting the Husik, by the way? Or the Husik, did you do the Pava or did you do the
Sava?
The Sava or the Pecos?
This is going to be the Pecos.
The Pecos. Okay. So who's piloting the Pecos?
Of course, the chief engineer, I suppose.
Who has the best control con?
Your mom?
Mine is 12.
Mine's 11.
14. I'll do it.
Control con.
Well, the captain's not doing it.
Well, my control's 12 and my con is 4, but...
He actually has the best control con.
He actually has, but he is the order giver.
I am the captain. I could, however, that is very much beneath the captain, and so I shall stand back and allow Terzi to fly this ship.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so Terzi, you guys are flying into the planet.
I guess we're off blue alert since we're all
yes,
in the...
You guys are all in the regular... And of course it's not working properly. There we go. So, you guys are going in and immediately Terzi and Dahl, you guys pick up that the hull is being ionized as you're coming in. It's causing a major system failure, including loss of communications, as you're coming in through the
Would shields help?
ship. Shields are they're helping, but they're not. They're it's the interaction with the atmosphere is causing this to happen. It's ionizing the hull. You can try to de-ionize it though.
Sure, I'll get the degausser out.
Please.
Yeah. So as you're coming in, like the power starts fluctuating and the ship starts to like, and you're bouncing up and down as you're coming in.
Yeah, I want to reverse the ionization on the hull to combat the effect.
It is a reason engineering task to do that.
As he's doing this, Terzi goes, "It's fine, but buckle up."
It's difficulty too. So you perfectly nailed it. I was going to say. So you as you're bumping in, like you degauss the hull and the ionization dissipates, Baj, you detect another shuttle on the same heading as you. As you get into the atmosphere, you instantly pick up another shuttle. However, it is and it's on the same heading, but it quickly shifts course to intercept you.
Captain, we are being another shuttle is.
Baj is the one who does it.
Huh?
It's Baj, not
Nagata.
Not Nagata.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Captain, we are being Captain, another runabout has laid in an interception course to us.
What are they? Federation?
Give me a reason security check. Difficulty is 0, so it doesn't matter if It's
And
complication.
I have starship recognition. I imagine that goes to.
Yeah, that's definitely a speciality. So you have focus on that one as well, and we'll do I'll give you kind of an easier chance.
I got 2.
Hey, so you get 2 momentum.
Nice.
And you automatically know that it's a Romulan shuttle.
This Romulan captain.
Well, if they're intercepting, then let's try and open a hailing channel with them.
All right, captain. She puts it. I mean, if he's given her the order, she just goes ahead and puts it through if she can.
You open it up. They're
Yeah.
not responding.
Is there a way to hail with more force?
Hail, but
like,
stronger.
That was my question.
It's called a torpedo.
Is the hail not getting through to them because of what's going on around us in the atmosphere, or is it like they're just not? Like,
They're picking it
They're,
up.
they're letting it go to voicemail.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you can
Okay.
tell that it's coming through. It's the connection's going through. They're just refusing to pick it up. You can do a broad. Like you can essentially.
just broadcast to them.
Broadcast it. Yeah, there's 2 types of hails. There's like hailing, which is like direct ship to ship, and then there's broad. You do it broad, anyone around you can pick it up. Whereas direct is like only 2 people can.
Yeah,
you can
since
still
it's
intercept
cramped.
it, but
Since it's cramped space, I'll just basically send out a general broadcast on repeat to them of, unknown Romulan runabout. Please identify yourself and respond to hail. This is Commander Baaj of the USS Vasquez.
it refuses. It doesn't respond, and it opens fire.
Well, they've
first-
opened fire, so let's just
Evasive
shoot
actions
the back.
immediately.
The disruptor fires and misses you for the first shot. Now I'll give you guys the first action here. You have 3 actions, so you can do you can do an evasive action that's your con roll. So you'd have to give me a command con, or not command con, a control con.
Control con.
I'm sensing a serious lack of redness right now.
Does a runabout have a red alert?
It does.
Ooh. How did that happen?
It's Lil Red. Like
Yeah,
Big Red the
just a bit.
soda,
Captain?
like on the ship, it's Big Red.
I don't want to anymore because I was told to do it. Initiate rouge mood.
Without the beeping. If it actually works this time. Why don't you want to work? Game Y. Game Y. There we go. I have to do the sound anyways. All right. So, give me a control con. Let me double check the.
Oh no, it didn't go well.
Yeah, who's the pilot that's gonna?
Sorry.
Let me do it.
My first terrible pilot choice.
Yes. Double checking the helm.
And then the
Basic
captain
action.
Did I get an
just shoves
assist
Tersey
from
out of the
the
way,
ship?
completely
yeah,
illogical. It's like, I'm gonna
ship's-
fly the damn thing.
Well, the
Structure
runabout
plus
needs to
con.
roll too.
It's a difficulty
so-
1. Yeah. You guys should all have access to
Can the
one.
ship assist?
Yeah, the ship can assist.
Somebody-
Well,
The little ship's gonna assist.
little ship.
Little ship.
Somebody want to roll that
Little
for
one.
me because I don't have
Yeah,
the
I'm
trying to
find it.
Let me.
Can I use my
It's under the
commanding
Husik.
officer trait
Okay.
to make Dr. Drones
Yeah.
reroll one of his d20s?
You can. You're
What
like,
was
hey,
the-
that's the wrong Alcor. Press this button.
What's the ship's roll? I'm sorry.
It's structure con.
So I'm re-rolling one.
Mhm.
Is that what I caught?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you reroll 1.
And what is
Oh, thanks, Cap.
where's the buttons? Where's the buttons?
I'll
Of
hit the
course,
buttons.
Lieutenant.
Here's where we get the complication from the ship.
Oh,
Nope. It's not the Vasquez though. It's the
Definitely
it's the
doesn't.
runabout.
yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. It shows up as Vasquez for some reason sometimes. All right, so but you only needed 1. It's a difficulty of 1 to enter evasive action. So you've got 1.
We're at 5 momentum.
One momentum.
No, where did we get 5 from? We should be at 3 because this was a new scene from the earlier one.
Yes, this is a new scene from the earlier one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys have
3
one.
then. Okay.
3?
I have 1.
No, you have 3 because
One.
you did do
Yeah.
you did do a scan, which you didn't have to as long as you didn't critically fail it. So you guys gained 3 momentum. You have 3 momentum.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
So you start dipping the runabout left to right. But what else you want to do? You still have 2 more actions.
I want to shoot.
Okay, give me a weapon security. You want to fire the micro torpedo or the phasers?
I only see micro torpedo on the weapons thing, so I'm gonna
I
go
can
for
put it
that.
with phasers. Okay.
So that's gonna be okay for her setting up the attack. She's just gonna go ahead and do precision targeting. So when she makes an attack, she gets this targets a specific system and may re-roll d20 in her dice pool.
Okay.
And the attack gains piercing damage, piercing 1. So yeah, she's gonna do that. So
What
for
happened?
her,
Thanks.
it's gonna be a roll.
Let me do this again. Micro torpedo. I'm gonna put it up again. Yeah, but it's security, control security. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has 2 extra damage.
You're
2 extra damage, and it's normally 3, right? So it's
It's normally 3, so it should be a 5.
There we go. And it's just like a regular torpedo. It's just smaller.
right. And then this gains the piercing 1 because of her talent, and I'm gonna say that she's using a focus because ship engagement tactics.
Ship engagement tactics. That's fine.
All right, rolling that now for Baj.
Hey,
And
you
I'll
got
let-
what you needed.
And I'll let Cole roll for the Huzik. I mean the Pecos.
You still got the weapons and security check you can also do with the ship to aid the fire.
Weapons and security.
There you go.
Do it, you can do it. I believe. Oh, I'm gonna roll the damage. Do I get to roll damage?
Yeah, let me do
roll
the starship attack for you guys. Okay, it misses. Feel free to roll the damage. Remember, it's high yield as well, so if it does any breaches, it does more than 1.
Oh,
And it gets piercing 1
Yep.
because of my thing.
sorry. The
So-
damage should be 6, not 5.
6? Okay.
Does it matter at this point?
It does.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
roll for you. Hold on.
one extra damage there.
And yeah, 1 extra damage. But each one of those deltas means that is a
Piercing.
piercing damage. So it ignores that much of its resistance.
Am I not the best?
Uh,
The best.
That's 1, 2, 3. Is that
6.
6? 6 total. 6 total. That's ridiculous. Okay.
Sorry.
You did what were you targeting? What systems were you targeting?
Probably their weapons.
Okay. So, boosh, their weapons take a hit. They definitely take a breach, and it actually creates 2 breaches because it's a high yield, and it's ignoring its resistance entirely. So, actually, let me double check this real quickly. Oh wait, I actually have the stats up on this one.
Oh, and it shields if it has shields.
Yeah, it has shields.
Why go for go for the thrusters.
So
Make 'em fall
no
out of the
thrust
sky.
in a gravity well is a weapon.
Targs next door won't stop.
So you actually do. It's actually just 1. It's not a breach. Actually, no. Yeah, it's you do 2 damage. Shields would go down, and it has a resistance of 1, so it ignores that. So it is what is that? And you did 6 damage to 2 damage. You did 2 damage. It just boosh, hits the weapons, but it's still basic and operational for right now. And you still have 1 more action.
Can that action be a combat action, or does it have to be something else?
It can be combat action if you want to do another combat action. Three main actions.
Right, because the commander in me wants to hail them again, but the player in me wants to shoot them.
You can fire at them with the phasers. You haven't fired the phasers yet.
Okay.
It's a form of communication.
Fire phasers at their weapons.
Okay. Give me a control security check. And then give me a... Oh, you hit. Okay. So you need 1. The power goes down to 7.
Now we are at 5 momentum.
And give me the phaser damage. It's a little delta by the phaser. Hey, that's a 4 damage. So the shields are down, and they have a resistance of 1, so that's actually a 3 damage. But versatile.
Spend 2 momentum to add 2 more damage.
Okay, and then so that's 5 damage. So you do a breach. So their weapon systems have received a breach. So just torpedo fires off, slams into the Romulan ship's engines. Its shields flicker and vanish, and then the phaser blast hits its engines, and its weapons. It does a little bit of a spark. Now it's their turn. All right, let me double check this real quick. All right.
Romulans can suck my phasers.
Yep, but now they also have this thing called disruptors they can fire at you.
I thought all weapons were destroyed.
No, not destroyed, damaged.
Damaged. Okay.
Yeah, it's. Oh wait. Yes, it is.
They had a
because
breach.
they have a breach, and the breach is if it's a scale. At its scale, it's destroyed. And,
So what scale is their shuttle?
1.
Okay, then yes. So it's their weapons are disabled.
Disabled, yeah, because it's
Destroyed.
over the scale. Not destroyed. Yeah, destroyed is one up. So they're going to spend some threat. I'm going to spend some threat, and they're going to fix their engines or their weapons real quick.
Difficulty is 4, if I'm reading this right.
For maintaining, yeah, for fixing. But yeah, they're definitely spending some threat here. So, what's that? It's going to be a. They're going all out. They're going all out. Nope, they don't do it. But I'm going to have 1 assist because there's multiples of them. They do it. They fix
there
it.
you
Because you guys fired torpedoes, which increases the threat as well. So they fix their weapons, and then they're going to fire at you guys as well.
Don't forget we're evasive.
Yes, you are being evasive, so it's difficulty 2 to hit you rather than difficulty 1 with their disruptors.
Mm-hmm.
They miss. So they fire and they miss. And then they're also going to go evasive as well. Boop. And they're able to go evasive. Yep. So
The best thing that happened there is they did not spend time to get their shields back up.
No, they didn't.
They
Because they're
are
trying to hit you.
evasive, though.
So they've also increased it. So now it's back to you guys. You guys have 3 actions. Remember that
Can
you guys
we just...
are at 7 power. So
How much
I
momentum
have
do
to
we
ask
have?
the question. I have to ask the question. We're this close to them, and their shields are down. Can we just beam them down to the planet off their shuttle?
you can try, but it would take a power, and I would give you a complication range of 3.
And you might need to go back to transporter etiquette class.
I said transport them down to the planet. So
Down to the planet, yes, not just 5 meters to the right.
If they are this hostile, teleporting them down will only extend combat.
Yeah.
ground targets are easier to hit.
From the ship, I suppose.
It's up to you guys. That will also cost power, though. I think that's 2 power. It's more expensive to beam than it is to fire.
What are your orders, Captain?
My orders were to continue firing at their weapons.
You want to continue to maneuver as well, because that's something you have to do every turn.
Oh, Terzi, offensive maneuvers.
Offensive maneuvers, understood. Control con.
Moon them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and a complication. You're not able to. It's a difficulty 2 as well. So you can still get an assist from the ship, but
Do we veer right into them?
So, I used my commanding officer trait to reroll once before. I am now going to use my advisor trait to reroll that.
oh right, because you also have that. So, all right,
Hey, tell.
it's not a complication. I'll roll for the
All right,
next
and
one.
ship.
All right. What's the ship's roll on this one?
It's engines con or structure con. Structure con.
Structure, con, roll. The button.
The button was hit.
No.
Nothing. So you're not able to like. You try to pull it into another kind of like a little maneuver, but you're like you misjudge the angle, and you kind of, instead of doing like an evasive maneuver around them, you end up like profiling yourself in front of them. Not an easier target, but it's like you didn't
Gotcha.
do the opposite. So
That was our first attack, right?
that was your first move. Yes, you have
First action,
you have 3 actions.
I have lost track of our momentum. What are we supposed to be at right now?
We're at like I spent 2 earlier to do damage to their shield, so I think we're at 3.
3. Okay.
I think Dart said 5, but I think 3.
He spent 2 because versatile is you can spend momentum per delta roll for.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
for
You're right.
damage.
You're right. I
Right.
didn't take into account you spending 2 momentum.
Okay. All right. In that case, number 1, press the attack.
Hit. You doing phasers or torpedoes?
I think we'll just go with the phasers for now, and I'll do precision targeting again, so I get to reroll if I
Okay.
need to.
You hit. You also get a. This isn't the piercing one, is it?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Paul.
Yeah, it's her talent that gives things piercing 1.
Yes. So that's.
I am the best. Okay.
You're hitting the weapons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the weapons take a breach.
Has she just excised the entire weapons module away from the shuttle with that roll?
No, because it needs to have 2 breaches, and there was only 1 breach. So, and they fixed that
When
breach.
can we spend momentum?
It's true. If they hadn't fixed it, it would have.
You can spend momentum. You can spend 2 additional momentum because you have versatile 2 for the phasers.
Right.
To reroll those.
No, that means that
Well, no, we
each
can
one
just
it
can
adds
add
2
damage.
additional damage.
I
do
would
it.
rather, unless you
You're the captain.
hear me out.
Yeah.
I would rather spend 2 initiative to. I would rather spend 2 momentum to keep the initiative and do another attack instead.
Ooh.
Oh, to
that's
do
a good
swift
plan.
task?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be more down the line. Yep.
Okay.
But
So,
so we have 2 now still. tasks.
Yes.
We have 2
With the
actions, but if we use what he's saying is we should save the momentum and then do swift task. Whatever we do with swift task is going to have a difficulty that's 1 higher.
Yeah.
So I sent the combat momentum spend table on Discord, and apparently we can do that without it increasing the difficulty.
Did you send the starship combat momentum table?
I sent the only combat momentum table that exists because it just says character, and Paul said that characters are starships.
The starship
Starship
combat
character.
has their own table.
Right.
They have
Okay.
a combat momentum table.
Page 238. Starship combat momentum is its own table.
Ah.
Swift task on that one increases the difficulty by 1.
I see.
No, it does the same. It does the same thing on the combat momentum spend table. Increasing the difficulty by 1 over what the task would normally require. So if you're firing the phasers, you're doing it again. You're firing the phasers. It would be a difficulty 2 rather than difficulty 1 to fire the phasers, or difficulty 3 if you're firing the torpedoes.
Right. Yes. Okay. All right then. We don't have to do that yet, but because we have one more task before we have to think about it, I would like to fire at their engines now.
Okay.
Number 1.
Let me double check something real quick, because I believe, get down here for the weapons damage. So versatile 2. The attack gains X number of points of bonus momentum if successful. So you actually get 2 additional bonus momentum because of versatile.
Earned 2 momentum.
Yes, you
Got
earned 2 additional ones because the phasers are versatile. Versatile 1 means you get 1, and versatile 2 means you get 2. So you actually earned every time you hit with phasers, you actually get momentum.
Cool. So we're at 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Right on. All right, so we want to attack engines this time around for this third.
Did we also
action?
get 2 from the previous attack as well? So we're now
Yes.
at max.
You're at max.
Okay.
So you're attacking the engines?
Yeah, same thing. Precision targeting. So going for that. It's gonna roll my attack. My attack. And then here's the phasers.
And you get momentum.
I mean, we're at max. So
We're at max, yeah.
So
that's 7 damage.
Combat momentum.
That's 7 damage. So the engines are disabled. So they're currently free falling. They're going to desperately try to fix their engines. I'm gonna spend more threat to do this.
The Pecos doesn't
They
have
do
a
it!
tractor beam.
I actually think they do. I think the Danbutte, no, they don't.
They have a complication.
They also have a complication. So their engines are up, but they're not able to. They had to spend additional power to get it up. And then
Story of my life.
Their weapons just exploded.
their weapons are still disabled, so they have
Yeah.
to they're going to. I'm going to also spend the last of my threat to get their weapons back up. It's a difficulty task 3, right? Yeah.
Weapons damage is 4.
4. Damn. Nope.
Yep.
They aren't able to do it. Now they're going to try to escape. Their last attempt. Nope. And they aren't able to escape.
Yeah, we got
Maintain pressure.
Maintain discipline.
Maintain pressure. More damage on their engines.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
as this, as you guys seem to have the upper hand, Baj, you read a sudden massive power surge from the planet in the region of the source of the signal that you guys had been picking, that you'd been sent to investigate as well. There's a bright flash of blue light, and the impulse engines shut down, causing the runabout to plummet towards the planet's surface. It appears the Romulans were also struck by the same flash. Smoke plumes from their impulse engines as their ship spirals towards the ground.
I dive towards the repair, like Agents!
And I'm reading it out to you.
I assist. I start handing over whatever instrument he wants to, to
Yeah,
start
I'm gonna
rewiring
fill in
stuff.
this.
So, I need you guys to give me. You need to be a daring or control plus con task with a difficulty 4 to pull this out. There, Terzi.
Have momentum.
Yeah, I'm spending 3 momentum to max out my roll.
Okay.
And then you
Is it daring and engineering?
It's
Control
daring and
con.
control con or daring con. One of the two.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
gonna assist as well. 'cause this is-
Yeah, I'm assisting.
Assisting would be control
Control con.
engineering.
How many people can assist per task?
Oh yeah, that's a good
Everyone
point.
can.
Oh.
Okay.
It depends on the situation. In this case, you're all furiously pressing Elcors, trying to get everything to work.
Yay!
We're all following.
Can you spend
Round
momentum
all-
on assisting?
No, I don't think you can.
No, I think no. You don't think you can.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna
Got
roll all
3
5
so
of my
far.
dice here.
Yeah. Hey, you've got it's difficulty 4, so you're at 5.
We have
so you
6.
got,
Because I rolled a 1
yeah,
and
6, yeah.
Bosch 2, yeah.
yeah.
It would not be logical for me to roll as well, because if I get a critical fail, then
Yeah.
You see that we have the situation handled.
So as you're pulling out this, the runabout is plummeting towards the planet. You leap forward there, Cole, and you just start pressing the Elcors, and you're able to just barely pull it out as you're hitting the ground, but the ship is just not able to take off. So you're basically getting enough power to do a controlled crash as you skid to a stop along the volcanic volcanic rock and ash of Seku 6. And with that, we're going to take a quick break.
But wait, before we cut to commercial, if this were the Husik, it never would have happened.
I told you guys it was fine.
We taking any damage? Was it a
No,
smooth
no,
crash landing?
It was a smooth crash landing. If you had failed, you would have all taken up to 5 stress.
You just ruined the suspense for my bathroom break. Thanks.
Yeah, I should have done the spiral out of control and then the suspense. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
Oh.
That was much louder than I expected it to be. Okay.
And we're back. You know what? I'm gonna actually do this because this is a good time for this. If it would work, there we go.
Whoa.
Because the ship is down.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ship is down. It's landed. You landed it.
What's
It's
the
down.
status of the other shuttle?
Oh, yes.
So
Did it just go boom?
We'll talk about you both spiraled into the atmosphere, and you guys are so paying attention to trying to prevent your shuttle runabout from crashing. You know what I realize is going on right now? We've got the Voyager problem. Every time you guys get into a shuttlecraft, something horrible happens to it.
Should have just landed the Vasquez.
Probably would have had a better chance of getting back out.
Would have gone about this well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
But bigger guns.
let me read it up. So I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. It's still sunny. It's just there's no power in the ship.
damn it.
Yeah. You're on the planet. The broken and barren volcanic landscape of Seku 6 lies before you.
Okay, good.
You transferred to a different planet.
You went to the wrong planet.
The terrain is mostly volcanic ash, rock ash, and sand. Some sparse vegetation clings to life in the form of lichen and pale grasses. Sharp, rocky ledges and deep ravines will make traversing this terrain slow and torturous. Despite the interference from the planet's rare minerals, your tricorders still receive the alien signal coming from several kilometers to the east, and the 2 Starfleet comm badges register as being nearby. To the north, you see a thin pillar of smoke.
Guessing that's the Romulan shuttle. The comm badge is nearby to us or nearby the alien signal?
The alien signal.
Okay.
Right. Well, the tricorder's working kind of like answers my first question. I was going to ask Inaran, does your tricorder work? What happened? Wasn't it an EMP?
Job.
Yeah.
This is the new model. It's ultra thin.
Drones is going to pull out his now.
Nah, man, foldables are back.
That is true.
That's a cat corder, not a tricorder.
Tricatter.
Did I pick up the wrong device? Shit.
Yeah.
No,
It's making the wrong sound.
I'm not reaching for it right now.
I turn to... So do the tricorders work or not?
They do.
Okay.
All right, so because we're actually getting this information from our tricorders, not the ship, since the ship is down.
Right. So in that case, knowing now that the outage has only affected the ship, I turn to my science officers, Terzi and Inarin, and I say, well, we know that there is ionic interference, which is preventing us from communicating our ship up in orbit. Would there be any way for either of you to repurpose what we have here on the runabout to disrupt that in a beam in order to clear some of the ionic disturbance so we can contact the Vasquez?
You mean pattern enhancers?
I
that we
mean,
brought with us?
But pattern enhancers for teleporting. I think he just wants to communicate with the Vasquez.
that is correct. I mean, using something within this ship in order to punch a hole through the this ionic layer in order to give us a window to reach our ship.
Perhaps they can be the pattern enhancers can be recalibrated to work for communications purposes.
Possible.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, they do stream a stream of data, so
I only wish
video.
to send a brief message to the Vasquez to let them know our situation.
Terzi, is your cat right on the microphone right now?
yes.
Well, because
You start hearing you hear some strange noises in the distance.
That
Rumbles.
was Lieutenant Percy.
God damn it! Beat me by 2 seconds.
So, give me a, you know what? Let's take a look at what you guys got, and I can tell you exactly what.
No.
I mean,
not
would,
actually.
should we run? Should we try to get the main power of the runabout up as well?
If it is possible.
I'm just tinkering with the runabout right now. I'm barely even paying attention to you guys.
So
you can
a normal day.
Give me a. You could do a insight, either science or engineering, to figure that out.
Yeah.
Insight engineering.
I'll assist, but
You can each do on your own because you're all trying to figure out these in your own.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'm spending 1 momentum for insight science.
I think we're a new scene, technically.
Are we?
Yes, new scene.
Okay, no
You
momentum
crashed.
then.
Okay,
Sure.
so I'll go.
Crash, fade to black, come back after commercial break, new scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I use jerry rigging?
Yes, definitely.
Hey! I did an
use
insight
reverse
science
engineering.
thing.
Haha, beat ya.
It's a difficulty 1, so you guys each get you all did it. You
I
all do
also
it.
succeeded.
Okay, so between the 3 of you,
3 momentum.
you put your heads together and you go, "Oh yeah, we can do it." If you did it,
Easy.
if you could do it, but the consequence is going to be that the pattern enhancer that you use, because you bring multiple pattern enhancers, you use like 3 to triangulate.
Yeah,
with
you actually need 3 to create a barrier. Yeah.
One of them will be unable to be used if you do that. If you jerry-rig it, you won't have the parts to fix it. The ship itself is totally disabled.
Note to self: always bring an extra pattern enhancer.
No, hold on. The thought here, guys. Put together the 3 pattern enhancers, and we beam down more pattern enhancers. Then we can use the other pattern enhancers for this.
How
Inception.
are you going to tell the ship to prepare the pattern enhancers?
We
We're
send
going to write on a data pad and transport it up.
No, because you need to have transportation technology to beam it up. Your ship is disabled.
We do.
We do not have. Yeah, the ship is completely out.
I was gonna say, Cole, like you could probably salvage the ship if you had a couple of days to get her back up and running, and you'd need parts from the Vasquez to get up and running. But you know that the Romulans crash landed on the planet. You know that this alien device is nearby, and it already disabled your ships. You have no idea if anything would survive.
Since we don't have transporter capabilities anyway, might as well tear these pattern enhancers apart.
Okay,
Let's do it.
all right. So give me a. You can either give me a daring, or a reason, science or engineering. One of the two. Actually, no, engineering. It's going to be an engineering.
Reason engineering.
Yeah.
What I would like to do. And does reverse engineering apply here?
Yes. No, it doesn't. Jerry rigging would. Though.
Okay.
The one that
Right.
Dahl has. So Dahl could do it.
I could do it. Yeah, you said reason and science, reason engineering,
Reason engineering.
reason engineering, using a focus and sure.
And the rest of you guys can assist.
We'll absolutely assist.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say difficulty 3, so you guys got plenty of fine.
Yeah, we're at 5 momentum now.
We're now at 5 momentum. Yeah,
Okay.
we barely started the scene.
You're able to access a tight beam, kind of like one-way communication. You won't be able to receive information, but you'll be able to send information out using the pattern enhancer. Because the pattern enhancer is all about sending up information rather than receiving information. Or there's 2 ways, because you can set it up to receive or to accept. That's usually how they use it in the series. Is that it's usually meant to either beam down people or beam up people. So.
Point of order, Captain. We might want to make sure they don't send the 3rd runabout.
That is correct. I am not asking them for assistance. I'm just appraising them of our situation.
Who did we leave behind in charge of the bridge, by the way?
Jumo.
Jumo. He's the ranking officer.
The ensign is the ranking officer.
On the bridge.
We
The only other ranking officer, you have a ship full of ensigns right now, because I think Jensen or Weathers is the ensign who's ranking on.
We're doomed.
we have an ensign and a non-com in engineering.
Yeah. So you can set up the message. Tell me what you're going to tell the Vasquez. It's a one-way open communications. You're sending it straight to the Vasquez, but there's no. Your limit is however long the battery is on the pattern enhancer, which is hours. So
right. Well, attention, Vasquez. This is Captain Secure. We have crash landed on the planet. Over.
It's one way. So
do not send another runabout. There are disturbances in the force. There are.
Which is why we were forced to land.
It's ionic interference.
There are intermittent patterns of ionic interference emanating from the planet. Another vessel will just cause another crash and possible loss of life.
Anything else?
At this moment, do nothing. We will keep you appraised within the hour. Over.
Okay. So, you have a couple options here. To the north, a long column of black smoke is emanating. But to the east...
Any sort of distance?
About a kilometer.
Is it beyond the horizon? Oh, so it's not beyond the horizon, okay.
Yeah. Let me double check the...
Well, it depends on the size
the
of the
distance.
planet.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rocky terrain as well, so we can't actually.
It's just a few kilometers. It's not a kilometer. So it's like 4 or 5 kilometers. So it's not a forever distance, but it'll take you like an hour or so.
Oh, our brisk walk on a flat surface. This is rocky terrain, so it'd be more like 2 hours at least.
Yes. Rocky terrain with massive ravines and like active volcanic activity. It would take you a while to pick through that.
I will find a steed and tame it within a quarter hour.
There is sparse non-sentient life.
Yes, sparse non-sentient life, but they're very, very small.
Present company excluded.
Yeah.
Well, natively speaking.
So you can also go to the east, where the signal is for the alien signal, as well as where both of the comm badges for the Starfleet comm badges you picked up are.
Not to sound like Thursday, but do we actually care what happened to the Romulans?
It would be pertinent to just confirm whether or not they survived, because we do not want them coming after us.
Out of character, Darsh. Tersey would really care about what happened to the Romulans. He would care more than anybody about what happened to the Romulans.
He wants to make sure they're dead.
Just to make sure.
Right. No, he likes to get the information. If there are Romulans, I want to interrogate them.
You misunderstand my motives, sir.
Bosch,
all right.
In character,
I attacked the neutral zone.
Magic missile. Go ahead, sorry.
In character, Bosch suggests that perhaps we should split into 2 parties. One to deal with the checking out what the Romulans are up to and if they're still alive, and the other 2 going to the signal.
That is a good decision, number 1.
I volunteer to going in the general direction of away from the Romulans.
I volunteer to go towards the Romulans.
Here's how
Fair
we'll
enough.
lay things out for now. 2 teams. I'll head one, and Baaj will head the other. I'll be going towards the signal. Baaj will be going to the Romulans. Baaj, you take Jetsa'a, you take Terzi. I will take Cole and Inarin, and we'll go towards the objective.
What about Nagata?
Nagata goes,
we leave Nagata.
And me, Captain Man?
Nagata, you stick with Baaj for this one. In case the Romulans are unconscious and not dead, it is our obligation to apprehend them.
Captain, may I suggest that Jetsa'a goes with you, so that you do have somebody with you that is capable of keeping the group of you safe.
That is a good point.
I start looking
just said
for
you can't fight.
flat circular rocks.
You just said
I just got it.
What?
Flat circular rocks. The Nausicaan knockouts.
The frisbee.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
So look at this. You're splitting it up. So the captain is going to take Cole,
Inarin, and Jetsa'a.
Jetsa'a to the signal, and then Baaj is going to lead a team of
That's you.
Terzi, Baaj, Terzi,
And Nagata.
Is that all you have? Yeah, that's right. So yeah.
Terzi and I are gonna be just fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jetsa'a looks at you, Baaj, and goes, "Don't worry, Commander. I'll keep them safe. So don't worry, Commander. I'll keep them safe."
Good.
So do you and Terzi have like a team, team name? The Battle of Bros, I think it was. Or
Batleth
something
Bros.
like that.
It's the Batleth Bros.
Batleth Bros.
All right.
It's like the
So-
Space Bros, but better. No, I'm just
Whoa! I did not
Nagata-
agree to this.
No,
Nagata dermal regenerator, please. We have burn wounds.
See, now I need to get
Ah.
Mitachi in as Nagata. He'd be the perfect Nagata.
he actually would be good at it. Like he would be
Get him in here.
stupid good at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
All right. So let's cut with the two. You guys are gonna split up to head out. Captain, your team starts heading out, and you almost like within the first hour or so, you encounter a ravine that you're gonna have to scale or go around.
At this distance, I quickly hit my comm badge just to test to see whether or not it is effective. Because of all this disturbance in the area, we know that we're not able to reach things out of orbit. Am I still able to reach number one?
So you when you test it, you can hear but it's like this, and it's Captain. It's hard to reach it. It's very like crackly. You'd have to give me a roll to like interpret what they're saying correctly, but you could definitely contact each other. It's just very like
Distorted. Yeah.
it's distorted because of all the rare minerals that are on the planet.
Point of interest.
Yeah.
The description that I got from my extensive scientific scans says that this is a small rocky planet. What sort of gravity are we looking at here?
Low gravity, below 1G.
Below 1G, yeah. Okay, so but not like super. That would lend us to super acrobatics to just jump the ravine.
No, it's like 0.8G, 0.9G.
0.8. Okay.
So
yeah.
like your spring in the step is a little higher. You're able to jump a little higher. You're able to run a little bit further. Things seem a little lighter when you're walking. But
Yeah, okay.
remember that the laws of physics are a bitch. So you fall from a height, you're still going to.
Yeah, it's the speed that kills you. Yeah.
It's fine. The two
Let's
Martians.
be clear
are
here.
out
It's
together.
not the speed that kills you. It's the
Suddenly becoming
stationary.
yeah, suddenly becoming stationary. Yeah.
If there's any sick jumps there, I want to do
Do
them.
them. So yeah.
Cole eyes the ravine briefly and stuff. Captain, I think I could certainly scale it if we want to scout ahead, but depending on how everybody else feels about their rock climbing abilities, it may be prudent for the rest of the team to go around.
I
try to just toss a rock over it, just to see how stuff
It
behaves.
sails like a little bit like listly. Like it's wrong. It's just quite wrong when you throw it. It's not the 1G throw. It's like you throw it and it seems to arc a little bit further, stays up in the air a little bit longer than it should.
How far away is the ravine? Can we use a tricorder to judge the exact distance?
It's I'm sorry. It's a cliff. My bad. It's like the ravine. Like you're at like the top of the ravine.
canyon
It's a
ravine.
little bottom. It's like a little tiny little dip, and then you climb up the cliff. So you have to
Yeah.
climb down and then back up to the other side.
Right. I see. So it's
And
not a jump.
do we
It's not
actually
jumping.
see? Does it actually see like an end to
Handholds.
the ravine on either side?
You could go around. You definitely could do it, but it'll cost you several hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do we try to risk it for the biscuit? I mean, it is slightly lower gravity. It would make it easier on us.
Jetsar tosses the rock, but she's way stronger than Dal, so
She's not on the
you're not
Nausicaa
there.
knockouts, though.
You're the other team.
No.
no, we literally put her on y'all's team.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jet setter. Yeah.
She's with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She is.
Yes.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
making a
He
joke
was,
about
he was
the-
making a frisbee joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The two people who seem like the most likely to, who be most able to do it would definitely be Swole Cole and Jetsar. They're the most physically fit. Although all of Starfleet's physically fit, they're like Cole has
Yeah, they're
particularly been
exceptional.
caring about his muscles.
There would be no way of us to get the members who are down at the bottom of this cliff up, should we get others up. And I do not really feel as if it is necessary to split the party further, so we'll have to make this choice. I know all of you here meet basic fitness requirements for Starfleet. However, this is a very, very big cliff. I feel it is in my best interest here to elect that we go around this cliff.
We may also find a natural bridge going over the ravine at one point.
So I think we want to go around for a bit and just kind of assess the situation to see if there's anywhere safer.
Are there any like tall structures in the area that Jetsar can see, like a tree, like something?
We want to make a bridge.
What? There's no trees.
There's no trees. The highest form of like plant life you've seen is like shrubs.
Okay, but like, what about rocks?
No, there's nothing that you could.
Just trying to get the high
rocks.
ground to get like a lay of the land.
Like you're trying to like are you trying to get hot?
No, she wants to. Jetsar's thinking if she could find something tall enough, she could knock it over and have it go stretch across the ravine.
It's not a ravine. It's a dip and a cliff. That we have to scale up.
Never mind. Just carry on.
And there's no like pillars of it's really
it's a canyon basically.
Yeah.
We'll go.
So there is no organic cordage anywhere either. So there's nothing. Okay.
It's pretty easy to like climb. Like there's definitely like let me put it this way: climbing it would be a difficulty 2 task just from looking at it.
Would there be any way for us to at least connect to each other as we climb, so that if one person fails and they fall, they then just like kind of like.
I'm sure there was some survival equipment at the Runabout we could have taken, but
but
let's
I would
spend
say
some opportunity cost.
Yeah, you will have to spend. You will have to spend some momentum or some. Is it momentum?
Yeah, you spend momentum. If it's something that's for combat, we also generate threat.
Yeah, but you can definitely spend some momentum and say you found some survival equipment that had rope.
In that case, I want to spend a momentum to say that we found paracord in the ship, and we're going to use that paracord in order to connect to each other. And now I feel comfortable that we can all climb.
Okay.
And
so I'll give you guys a roll if one of you fails to try to save the person from falling and hurting themselves.
Who is the most fit, Jetsa or Chief?
I have a 9 fitness.
Jetsa has a.
I have a 9 as well.
She has a 8 fitness. I'm sorry, 11.
Oh wow.
She has 11. Fitness.
11.
So she's
a
little bit better.
Okay. Well, in that case, Jetsa, if you would please be the first up, and then we'll then follow you.
Well,
that way...
last down probably and first up.
Yeah, you have to go down first and then back up. But it's a little. Yeah. It's like, I would say 20 feet go down, and then the cliff itself is like 40.
Oh, that's nothing.
50.
20 feet is nothing, yo.
You can still hurt yourself if you fall from 20 feet.
It's true, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was like a precipice where now you were facing,
certain death.
Certain death, vertigo stuff.
Yeah, it's not. We're not looking at ravines. You're not looking at like cliffs and ravines that are like glacial ravines. You're looking more at crags. So it's something that's going to slow you down, and you can traverse it, but it's going to be rough, and it's not easy. Like because it's just the sun is beating down on you guys. It's hot. The planet is very rocky. It's barely habitable right now in terms of like the temperatures and everything. You can breathe, but volcanic. Like there's like in the distance you can see like streams of lava coming out of volcanoes.
Yeah. Can I adjust my cybernetic arm to be a bit more of like a grabby thing, like
give you
thing
a bit better chance? Give me a control engineering check for that.
If you fail, it falls off.
Complications.
Do the rocks and stuff look sharp?
Nothing. Not a complication. Not a complication, but yeah.
We're talking obsidian. We're talking volcanic rock.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
I dig into my engineering kit and toss my work gloves to Jetsar because she's going to be like the leader of the large climb. So if anybody
She's our
falls,
anchor.
she's going to take the brunt of the
Yeah.
the pull.
Okay.
So it's not much, and they're not ideal,
Yeah.
but it's better than bare hands.
What she need to roll? Fitness security or fitness?
Fitness security.
Okay.
I
Decline?
also rip
Yeah,
my
decline.
rip my sleeves off and like make hand grips for myself.
It's either fitness
You ju-
security,
you just-
daring security, or control security. One of those three.
Yes, I do have. I am now wearing a sleeveless uniform.
You are so New York. It's painful.
Actually,
New Jersey.
actually, no. But seriously, because it's a two-piece, right? You could just take the jacket off and you still have the overalls. Or are you just literally because you want to show off the guns, just tearing the sleeves
Well,
off?
no, I want to make wraps for my hands, so taking the jacket off doesn't help.
Okay,
But you
so
could then tear the jacket.
she needs to get difficulty
That's what I'm saying.
2, and she
No,
got
just tear the
1.
sleeves off.
If one of you wants to help her from falling and hurting herself, you guys can do a quick try to grab. But
This is a new scene, so I wanted to re-roll because I told her she's anchor.
Okay, she can reroll. Hey, she succeeded. She slips a little bit, and you grab her hand and be like, "You got this." And then yeah, and she climbs down. All right,
Right.
who's up next?
I'll follow. Secure. I have as a focus team dynamics. Would this come into play?
Yes, I'll let you do that.
Right.
Hey, you did good. So you climbed down fine. Who's next?
I'm gonna so it's just me and Doll that are left, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In this group. Okay. And it was fitness security.
Fitness, daring, or control security, whichever one's your highest.
They're all basically the same. All right, I'll go next. 2 dice.
Someone can try to assist him so he doesn't fall.
I guess I will because I'm the only one that's left behind.
Hey,
so
Jetsar manages to hold on to him so he doesn't.
I
he doesn't
guess.
get hurt. Go ahead.
All right,
I'll let Jets
then
start making that roll.
I don't trust myself after all. After I've seen everybody struggle, or not everybody, but a couple of people struggle. I'm gonna spend the momentum
Okay.
on fitness and security.
Hey, you did what you needed.
Yay!
So you're able to climb back down and climb back up the other side. Cole slips a little bit, and the Jetsar managed to hold on anchor, and he is able to get back onto the to the rope and climb back up. So you're able. It takes you less time, but it's definitely a lot more. It was a lot more strain. There's a lot more strain involved, but you're able to climb back up. Let's cut to the team Batleth Bros. You guys get close.
Special guest Nagata.
Special guest Nagata. You guys get close to the Romulans' crash landing site, and you find several dead Romulans and their wrecked shuttlecraft. As you guys get closer, you don't seem to see any movement around.
Mr. Turtzy.
No signs of life anywhere.
Give me a control or reason security. Yeah,
Okay.
with your track orders out. Difficulty 2.
Pull out Nagata's.
A did fine. One more momentum.
Are we keeping separate momentum pools?
No, it's all the
No,
same.
it's all one.
Don't get too complicated. I don't keep
yeah.
up with it. I rely on Darsh.
So, you don't find you find several dead Romulans, And there's nothing. Basically, you're kind of looking around. There's nothing of use at the crash, and anything. Every time you're like, oh, this is the cloaking device. Let's see if I can look at it. It's been sabotaged. So, based off of your security check, you're like, so some Romulans did survive this crash, and they sabotaged what useful information or what useful equipment could be used as standard Romulan operating procedure. But you were also able to tell, based off that security check, that they went off in the direction of the. You find like footprints and signs that they went off in the direction of the signal.
Yeah, we're doing a triangle thing.
Oh, great. Great.
I'm gonna tap into.
Okay, so this is going to be a control con for trying to communicate. You have to do a difficulty 2. If you're able to do it, he can understand you. If you can't, then it's all garbage.
Okay. How many momentum do we have?
4.
Real quick, is there any equipment here on their ship we could use to boost the signal?
No,
there's
everything's
anything
been
that survived. No.
Everything's been sabotaged. Anything that's of use that we could use has been totally sabotaged.
Mr. Terzi, if you could assist me to make sure that my communication goes through, I would appreciate. And I am going to spend 1 moment.
Yeah, just go like
What
this
did you
around
say
her to block the wind.
What did you say the roll was for that?
It is control con.
Control con. Okay, sure.
Hey, you guys got a lot of momentum from that because it was difficulty 2, and so you guys have 4 momentum from that.
We're at full.
So you're able to get. It's a little crackly, but it's a clear message. You're able to open a clear comm.
Captain, it looks like some of the Romulans survived, and that they are on their way toward you. Be alert. Let Jetsar know.
Copy that. Secure out.
Barrage out.
Okay.
I immediately grab my. I hear that. Do I hear? How is it? Does this happen? Is it piped straight into the ear, or
No,
is it like?
It's through the comm badge. Like
all right, so it's like a tiny Bluetooth speaker. Okay.
Yeah.
So immediately I hear that, I pull out my tricorder and start scanning in the basically the direction of the smoke plume, and something like that.
Are we still in the divot, or are we up above?
You're up at the top. Like this comm came in as you guys came in.
So we should start moving quickly in
Absolutely, you are correct.
Okay.
Double time with us, Nagata, now.
We will, because we're at the precipice, we will basically look towards where they were, because we kind of have a general heading.
You
and
can
we'll
still
just
see
keep
the
an eye out.
smoke.
Right. We'll keep an eye out there. Wait for the other team to come, and also be prepared for the Romulans to jump on them.
You're gonna wait for them to join you, so you're gonna hold there until they join you.
Are there any ledges or anything up high? We can see any high cliffs, anything.
No,
we might be able to get a bead on them.
It's all steps. It's like you can like climb to the top, and then you'll see another ledge nearby. It's a little higher, and then you get there, and you see like maybe a little bit further, but it's all blockage. It's hard to see.
But no like columns or anything off to
no columns, no big columns or anything like that.
Cool.
Captain, I suggest we continue towards the signal, because if the other team is coming from the direction of the downed Romulan shuttle, they will not be coming our way because of just the geometry of the entire situation.
Very well. Let's press on.
The Jetsar goes ahead and takes up the rear now. She's gonna basically just kind of.
But yeah, and I'm just here with with the tricorder all the time out.
Difficulty 4, control science.
Fuck that! I'm spending 3 momentum.
If you're trying to find where the Romulans are,
I will.
And Jet will help you.
Yeah.
What was it? Control science.
Control science.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Control science. Your tricorders work, but remember, you're on a fucked up planet when it comes to trying to do any technology.
I'm gonna give her a focus for survivalism and away team security because it is pertinent to both.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're on 3 of 4.
Oh.
Damn it.
Ooh.
So
Nope.
she tries to help, and she thinks she can modulate it, and it is just like you can't find anything. There's no life signs. In fact, you're having a hard time picking up the
our life
the way
signs.
teams. Yeah, you're having a hard time picking up the other way team.
Ah, damn it.
Captain, I think we're ghosts. we died in that crash.
That makes perfect sense.
It's the only logical explanation, Captain.
It is the only logical explanation. Let us proceed to haunt our target. Is it too late for me to use my? So I didn't ask Jitsarn to do anything, so I can't use my advisor role. But I am the commanding officer, so can I still use that one?
Yes.
So I basically have one that's one per scene. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Reroll Jitsar. That's a command. That's an order.
Look at that.
Do it better this time.
And we
did.
actually got a 4.
And you got a 4. So instead of totally screwing up, Jetsar is like, wait. And then it remodulates a little bit from the advice of
So the little thing that pops out of the tricorder, first she turned it, put it in the wrong way around,
Wrong way,
and
right.
realized, pulled it out and put it back in. Yeah.
And then so you guys are able to you're able to track the Romulans, but you're also able to pick up that the Romulans are tracking you. You can find signals that are bouncing back off of you as well, so they know where you are as well. But you're at this rate, you're probably you're going to beat them to the signal, but not by much.
Well, they still have to also deal with the ravine, right?
They're coming in from different angles, so there's no ravine. Like where they're coming from is not going to have to be as bad.
Oh, let me draw this out.
They may also end up dealing with a Baj and a Terzi. So
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Baj and
Kind of a
Terzi-
triangle shape.
I mean, I'm just saying, if they're not having to deal with the ravine, it wouldn't have taken us hours to go around, but that's okay.
you would have had to go up to where they are. So essentially, like where you're here and their site was here, and the point's over here. The ravine was like it kind of tapers down on either side, so you could have gone around, and it would have taken you more time to get back up. So think of it as like, again, we're talking about really craggy surfaces, so it's uneven. It's not even all the way around the way you're looking at it. So it tapers down and back up in different places. So where you would have found places that were a little bit lower down, it would have been exerting, and you would have been able to do it, but you wouldn't have had to deal with the climb as much. So okay. So we'll cut back to you guys. Are you guys pressing forward to the signal, Captain?
Oh, sorry.
We press on.
Okay. And Commander Baj, you guys are tracking the Romulans?
Yeah, we're tracking them, but we're also probably like at a faster pace, so we can try to catch up with them before they
Okay.
get there.
So you guys, all of you, including Nagata, have to give me a fitness security difficulty 1 because you guys are going to try to, or difficulty 2 because you're trying to push yourselves. I'll give Nagata. I'll do Nagata's roll.
And I'm going to use her lead by example focus so that she can just sort of keep everybody motivated.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is one of those situations where it's succeed at any cost. So you'll do it. You'll be able to catch up with them, but it'll have negative effects. Hey!
Nagata of all people.
Yeah, he's
So you guys,
jogging along.
he's carrying medical equipment, and that's all he has. I think he's got a phaser on him, but he's got medical equipment. And so you guys are like carrying like batliths and phaser rifles and like all these other things. You're just like, and he's just like, what's going on, man? You guys should be jogging more often. I got a great holodeck program.
Doc, you got anything in that kit of yours?
Pacific Northwest.
You got anything in that kit of yours to give us a little burst of energy here?
Yes, he can do medicine.
I got some green tea.
I suppose to Nagata, this entire planet is just hot yoga, right?
Yes,
Two
just hot
hypo
yoga.
sprays
It's,
come to light.
just,
man.
essence of lavender that really
Okay,
helps.
it's going to be a difficulty 2 for him to give you guys like something to soothe your muscles, because how heavy it is, and he's not able to do it.
So he's
So-
great at trekking, not good at being a doctor. Who would have thought?
He pulls out the hyposprays, and it doesn't seem to soothe your muscles really well. So you guys still
Was it
are
medicine? What
medicine control. Yeah.
I'll see if Baj can help him figure it out.
Okay, you're doing an assist.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. So he tries to. He's like, okay, hyperspray goes here, and you're like, no, there. And it's like he's trying to put it in your like thighs. It's like, oh wait, no, it goes in your neck. There we go. Faster.
Stop
faster
being
reaction.
Nah.
So you guys-
I feel good.
You guys are able to do it without negative consequences. All right. He's into xenobiology, trauma surgery, and virology. He is not into.
So he's
into
Zoidberg.
muscles. Yes, he's Zoidberg.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw out there that xenobiology would give him a focus on both of us. No, because
I
you've got
guess you're right.
Klingon and Palladian.
Yeah. Let me re-roll that with it.
Actually, yeah.
It's like, I don't consider you guys Xenos, bro. You're more like brothers to me.
Actually, you know what? I accidentally did have a focus on there already, and so it
Oh,
was with
perfect.
focus.
Well, anyway,
So,
we're good. We
anyways,
got it.
yeah. you're fine.
But yeah, he is literally Zoidberg.
All right, you guys are gonna, and the main group are gonna push on. As you guys are pushing through, you start feeling the wind pick up, and as you feel the wind pick up, you see the dust and the sand that's loose on the ground is getting picked up and being thrown at you, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And you guys who are also tracking the Romulans also start seeing this dust storm coming in on you guys. I need you guys to all give me a reason science. Or a
Reason science is my jam.
either reason science to try to find a place where you can hunker down away from the storm, or a fitness security to try to push through it.
Should we decide what we do first, Captain?
Yes.
Reason science.
I'm not doing shit.
I will.
I'm doing
I will
fitness
assist,
security.
and also take one of my torn off sleeves and repurpose it into a face mask.
All right, Nagata is going to try to do a reason science to see if he can't find a place for you guys to hunker down, because he's pretty good at reason science.
Oh wait, I have a scarf, guys. Screw you guys. I have a scarf.
Nope, he is not good at it.
I want to roll to push through. I don't want to.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
okay, he's going to join you, fitness security.
Oh, I get knocked on my ass.
And Nagata pulls through.
Fitness security? Okay.
Nagata puts Trek into Star Trek.
Yes.
I quit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. So,
I put
So
my
you-
scarf on, guys.
so you basically.
Commander Baj from Old Country.
So the main crew, with the captain, the larger crew, is able to hunker down and find a place to kind of weather out the storm while you guys try to push through. Baaj and Nagata are able to like push through, but you're having struggles there, Tersey. It's like this is like simulators do not fully the holodeck doesn't fully kind of give you how hard and how painful sand hitting your face is.
It's
I hate
coarse
sand.
and it gets everywhere.
I can
Yes.
see through the scarf, so I'm good.
Wrong
guys.
universe.
Still applies.
I'm fine.
Okay. So, the main crew, you're able to reach the site of the signal first.
How far behind are our Romulan party?
They seem to be about an hour behind you guys.
Okay.
So cresting the ridge, you see a small settlement about 3 dozen individuals in a valley below. The settlement lies at the base of a high ridge and consists of several camouflaged dwellings. They also appear to have dug caverns into the cliff face. 2 shuttle-sized ships are also parked and obscured under camouflage netting. The netting is made of material that deflects sensor scans, which would explain why you didn't detect the ships or the buildings from orbit. At least a couple dozen figures move around the buildings. Romulans, Vulcans, Cardassians, humans, Tellarites, all different species from all over the Alpha Quadrant. Even in Orion.
Would so this is me asking because I don't know, but out of character, would logician extremists ever work with Vulcans? Does that even make sense? Is that something they would do?
Extremists?
Yeah, logician extremists. So like they basically take to heart the teachings of
Surak.
Surak, like quite literally, and they don't believe. Well, actually, no, they wouldn't because they don't believe in intermingling or anything. So no, I don't think Vulcan extremists would be with them.
No. But you do know that there were reports of Vulcans as part of the Maquis in the Cardassian.
Oh, the Maquis.
So
the Maquis.
Though Romulans wouldn't be part of the Maquis.
No.
Yeah, this is throwing up weird juju for me.
Okay.
Do we have more mind control at this point?
So as you guys are sitting this, a rock in front of you explodes from a phaser blast. Someone calls out from a nearby rocky outcropping. Hands up! That's the only warning you're getting.
We put our hands up. Well, I put my hands up. I hope my crew does the same. Otherwise, they get shot.
Follow the captain's lead.
Put my bag of many things down and follow the lead.
Yeah. You're as you put your hands up, you see 2 figures emerge. Both of them Nausicaan. And you recognize them.
Of course we do.
They approach you with phasers, with phaser rifles, and look at you and go, "Oh, this is sweet justice." They disarm you. They pull your weapons off and go, "You're coming with me." And they're
did they disarm me?
Yes, they rip your arm off. As they're leading you, one of them like bats you in the back of the head, and you get 1 stress, add 1 stress because you're the one who knocked them out with the plate. Just like really hard hits you with the butt of the phaser rifle and gives you stumble. So you're taken before who else?
Pasha.
Pasha. Who sees you walking up. All of the she sees you walking up and goes, well, my dear captain and his crew. Where's the Klingon?
She is on her way.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
Point of order, whatever happened to that little side project I went on with Cole about developing a sort of anti-Orion pheromone deterrent thingy?
Give me a reason science, and Cole, give me a control or reason engineering.
Reason science.
Reason engineering.
I'll give you guys a 4, a difficulty 4, but I'll give you guys 2 rolls because you guys it's been a couple of episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Long shot.
So,
Yeah.
Long shot. Can we spend a momentum to retroactively say that the Gata, if this does work, so if it works,
if it works, yeah,
that he hypoed us,
because you guys did talk about this before, so you each get 2 rolls. So the first one is a fail.
I'm going to spend a single point of momentum on my second roll.
Okay.
I'll roll after you. So we need 4 total.
Hey, 4 total successes.
Okay.
Yep.
From
our 4 rolls.
yes.
Okay.
From your 4 rolls combined.
You didn't spend a momentum, by the way.
That's
I
fine.
changed the button. That's interesting. It's highlighted 3 on my sheet.
Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
it does that. Roll 20.
What focuses
I
do
mean,
you guys
I'll
have for
take
this
it
as well?
since I don't have any
Uh,
problem.
Okay, and I'll spend 1 momentum for the second one. So
Okay.
maybe we get 4, but with a complication.
Yes. There we go. You won't get any momentum for this roll because this was kind of like I
the
forgot
past,
about
yeah.
that in the past.
Yeah.
So
It's
the complication is you're able to develop the serum. You were able to develop the serum, but there was a complication. It only works for about 3 hours once inoculated. And Nagata is the one who has the serum.
Right.
How long ago did we crash?
It's been more than 3 hours.
Okay.
And
All
you
right.
probably wouldn't have inoculated yourselves against the serum. It's basically like you use it right before you're going to encounter Narayan.
You don't know.
You can
And
give me listen. If you want to spend some momentum, 1 momentum per serum, and since
Eek.
Sakir is already immune to it,
It's been longer than 3 hours. Though,
Ketzar
so.
is also immune because she is female.
yes,
She will get a headache, though.
yes.
So do I, apparently. But from a different...
Yeah. So, as as you approach, she kind of sits there with her arms crossed and goes, "You know, I've been tailed by 2 different starships through the Beta Quadrant after our little encounter, and from my feelers, I hear that your plucky engineer here was helping them track me. After we were so gracious and didn't murder you on your precious little station. I don't feel
Well, point of order. We also didn't murder in return. Like this was a mutual non-murdering situation.
I don't think you're in a position to talk right now there, Hume.
That's racist.
I've got the guns."
So do I.
You has your hands up. So do I. Every word. She says, "What brings you to my little spot of paradise?"
We are here looking for a distress signal from a lost runabout. And while we were on our way here, we also saw that there was an alien signal emanating from the planet. I don't want to presume, but it seems like perhaps maybe you were also investigating this and now are stuck too.
Alien signal. You know about the signal?
We do now.
Did you say
Just
we do
confirmed
now?
it. Yeah, she just confirmed it.
She says, well, about a month ago, we discovered a strange chamber deep inside the mountain. You see, we're not here for this signal. We were here for the lithium. The minerals here are top price. I have a Ferengi buyer who's willing to pay at a high price. Captain of a trade ship. He comes by here every so often.
Oh, I wish I was there.
Would this Ferengi by any chance be called Damon Rock?
No, he didn't. He refused to call himself Damon. He called himself Captain Rock. Same guy?
Yes, that would be the man. Loosely, I use the word "man" quite wrongly.
Well, he's very pliable. That's for sure.
I believe that is what the Earth people call too much information.
She just stretch your hands. Says, not many males can resist my temptations.
I'm sure. So, if you were going to kill us, you would have already.
Well, I'm tempted to take your guns and take all your gear and let you die out in the wastes. But since you know about this signal, let's just say that we found a strange chamber deep inside the mountain about a month ago. When we entered the chamber, this device, this obelisk, activated, and it's been emanating ever since.
Obelisk. Does this obelisk ring a bell with us? Have we encountered an obelisk before with these things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she says obelisk, and I go, is it about 1.5 meters tall, big glowing object in the center?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, that's the one. You've seen it before?
Not this one. You've seen. Oh God! Can I put my hands down?
Yeah, she gestures. It's fine. You've got 15 different species with phasers and disruptors pointing at you right now. So, you've seen this before?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I interject and say before we collaborate, I would like to ensure the safety of my crew.
Stop.
If we were to
Collaborate and listen.
collaborate. Let's do it all. But yeah, I would like to ensure the safety of my crew. How about if we are able to neutralize this obelisk, then and allow you and your crew to leave this planet safely and in one piece, we will not pursue. You don't need to kill us, and if you did, all that would happen would be that more of the Federation will come after you. Do we have a deal? If you would like, I can roll.
No, she's very open to it. I'm trying to figure out where the heck the Starfleet. I didn't put it down. Anyways, she goes, if you can turn that thing off, you can do. We'll even take you back to your ship.
Then we have a deal.
Yeah. She looks over at the Nausicaans. Give back their weapons. And they go. It's like, they're Starfleet. They're not going to shoot us in the back. And they hand you back your weapons.
Especially because the guy that would is not with us right now.
I do have a question. There were Romulans that attacked us upon entry of this planet. Are they with you?
No, these are the only Romulans with me. They didn't do anything.
Okay. In that case, if you would be so kind, could we have our arms and arm back? Because there will be Romulans on their way.
Sure to
They didn't pull my arm off.
Yeah. So, I'll let you go down, but I don't trust you that much, there, my dear Captain. I'll give you.
Tweedledee.
Goofus and Gallant.
Rathar. Hey, Rathar, go with them. Show them the way. And it's like a big, tall-looking Romulan woman, taller than you. Like she works out, all right. And she's a little taller than your average Romulan. Kind of look at her.
Right. I want to calm my first officer. While we're here, just to make sure that they know the situation, because otherwise they might just go guns blazing, knowing the Ba'aj.
So as you were saying that, we're going to cut back to the Ba'aj.
Is it really Ba'aj you're worried about coming in guns blazing? I just need to know, is that really who you're worried about?
Well, yeah, you don't have access to a transporter.
I might have found the plate.
Terzi and Nagata, you guys about this time have kind of walked up onto finding the settlement. And you also notice, to a little bit for the little way, is Romulans seem to already be setting up for. They're like watching the settlement. They're kind of you were tracking them. You saw the settlement. You saw the Romulans, and you see the settlement. And it seems to be that they're watching the settlement.
Can
Raj, I don't know if
we
you
get a
knew.
beat on them with like a
Yeah,
Go
with-
look over at Terzi.
With the scarf on, we can't tell if you're talking.
No, with I'm gonna look at Terzi, kind of hunker down with him and Nagata for a second before we approach, and just kind of say, well, first of all, DM, or how many were
Yeah.
there?
There's a
good spot.
total of 6.
Sick. Did any of them look
How-
particularly important?
Wait, and
We're
how
tightly
many
packed on
how
that
many
shuttle.
dead were there? Yeah, how many
3.
dead were there at the so 9 on a shuttle. Wow, okay.
big shuttle.
Big shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you not seen a
That's
Romulan
why they were
shuttlecraft?
able to. They were able to fix their weapon.
Yeah.
Throw 3 people at it. We'll still
Yeah.
have all the stations covered.
Sorry, was that
So, were any of them like? Did they look like they were of higher rank or more dangerous, like more
Mhm.
weapon?
based off of
carrying
your
any
knowledge of Romulans? You can see one of them looks like a sub commander role.
Okay. Now,
What about my knowledge of Romulans?
are
Same.
there any? Is that person in any way isolated a little bit from the group?
They're
Like, are
kind of
they-
they're further ahead. They're not like they're flanked by a bunch of them. They're kind of looking a little bit overhead, like peeking over a rock. They seem to be like leading from the front.
Okay.
And at that point, Bash gets a call and just goes, and
Yeah.
all the Romulans here.
Yes, it's at that point where you get the call comes through.
Son of a bitch.
What do you say there, Captain?
Number 1, we have found an old friend at the ruin. Do not be alarmed if you see multiple people from different creeds, especially Orion. Try not to open fire. Over.
Before he says over, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to interject. Captain, we have the Romulans in sight that we were tracking.
Very well. You have my express permission to fire at will. They're not with these people.
Tell whoever is with you at camp that are our friends that they may want to, once they hear the fire, they may want to approach this way.
Okay. Computer, are we able to triangulate the general direction at which Baj and her group are?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as I am talking to Baj, I am keeping eye contact with Paja, and
Mhm.
so she is apprised of the situation, and I point in that direction. Romulans are there.
Mhm.
Keep following them for now, number 1, and we will try and pincer them momentarily.
Okay.
Secure
Excellent,
out.
Captain.
So at this point, you both hung up at each other at the same time. You guys are both able
Tie game.
to see the Romulans. Once you point it out, you can easily see them. Like they're at an extreme long range for you guys right now. You'd have to essentially move in closer. For you guys, they're at close range. You're like, well, short range. So I think your rifles would be able to hit them, but not your Type 2 phasers.
I want to see if we can flank a couple of them, like
Okay.
that are off to a side. Like maybe we can kind of one by one, Terzi and I can just Nagata can just kind of hide behind something, a rock or something, somewhere nearby.
We can use Nagata as we get closer on their flanks as a distraction.
Nagata,
Wait, what do you want me to do, man?
go get them high.
No!
I could try to communicate with them. I don't know that the Romulans are very chill, though. I'll
You can
distract them.
pretend-
All
you
right,
can
so give
pretend
me.
that you're from this complex.
So give me a security. Let's see, what would be a good one for this. Control
Also,
security.
I just want to ask: did the other team get the message that it is Paja here?
I did say the word Pasha.
It is because you said an old friend.
But he also
You-
said Paja.
Okay, did Paja say Paja? I
Yeah.
must have missed that. All right, so they would know to have Nagata ready.
Oh yeah. We go ahead and get those. Get us hypo sprayed just in case.
Okay. So you both get hyposprayed. And he hyposprays himself.
Yeah.
So give me a either fitness, daring, or control. One of those three.
For
And,
Nagata.
security. No, for you guys. Because you guys are going to try to like outflank him, right? You're going to try to like have Nagata approach and distract them, and you guys are flanking
Yeah.
them around so they don't notice you guys coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You guys are
daring
getting closer.
security, Okay.
Infiltration, composure, maybe to.
Yes, 100%. You
Focus.
have focuses for this one.
Yeah,
And
I
you
have
have small unit
focuses for it.
tactics. So you'd have a focus for this as well. It would be, and it's a difficulty 3 because you guys are trying to sneak up on Romulus.
We went hard. We doubled it.
because
You feel like maybe Terzi's done this before.
but because I said the difficulty later, if you want to spend a if you want to spend a momentum and try one more for the success because it's difficulty 3.
All right.
As individuals?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna spin one. Jeez.
Okay. Remember, you have focus in it.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you all
Nice.
succeed. You succeed with additional. You both get additional momentums as well. So, now Nagata is going to presence command this.
He's been good at this today.
Hey, man.
I'm
New
going
shit
to
has
also.
come to light.
He's a difficulty 2, but I'm going to also have him spend one of your momentum for this as well because he's also a pacifist. So.
This is why you don't fuck strangers in the ass, Johnny. Now he turned into Walter.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so here's how this is going
XO.
Wait, I'm gonna kind of like come on.
make him reroll. Okay.
Hit him for him to re-roll one of those. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. You tried.
You tried. Here's this is going to happen. He stands up and goes, "Hey, Romulan brothers, I'm here to heal your what ails you, man." And like as like you guys succeed on flanking around, but like instead of like distracting them and not shooting him, they basically look over and go, "What?" and fire at him with a disruptor. He's in the open. He has no cover. He's getting shot at by a disruptor.
All right, we gotta attack.
Yep.
I'm definitely gonna like move if he's in like probably move to some degree to get their attention off of shooting him.
And they hit him.
Oh no! Oh no!
They don't.
Oh no!
No, they don't. No, I'm telling you, they don't. No. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
We need a new doctor. We need a new doctor.
he's not dead.
He's not
just-
dead.
He's not dead, just
Really
vaporized.
He's just vaporized. Yeah.
Um,
We can reconstitute him from the individual atoms.
it's only 6 damage, so he definitely takes an injury, and he's going to take a point of determination to not die.
Quick, inhale him.
He should just he should use that point of determination to just like bail for cover.
No, he has to use a point
Oh,
of
to
determination
survive, yeah,
to survive. Otherwise, he's knocked out.
So what? He takes 6 points of stress. You said.
6 points of stress. So.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah, the combat music time.
Fight music.
Fight music.
There, I have it on my end now.
Oh yeah, voice attack.
That's pretty sick.
I don't want to do it because I don't want to get
I
copyright
could
strikes.
play the Doom theme. through the
Rip and tear.
voice chat. Well, no, the
That
old
would
one.
that would still get a copyright strike.
The doot, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, can I shoot at him?
Yes.
Yes!
Shoot at him.
Shoot, are we close enough for batleth?
You're close enough. You're close range. You can go in for batless, or you can hit them with close range.
I'm going batless.
Phaser fire. Okay.
I'll cover you with phaser fire.
Okay.
Fuck
You're
this
using
shooting
rifle,
shit.
your rifle, or your
It's the rifle. Overall is overkill, man.
You also have aim, so you can also use aim to increase your chance of hitting them.
Okay, I'll aim.
I'm going to look at aim for combat.
All right, I gotta
sure.
end the fight music because I can't hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, it got a little loud.
That's
That's exactly the point it was at. That is
Yeah.
exactly where it just left off.
Because
so-
we're outnumbered and flanked. Can this be daring security for myself?
Oh yeah, you can definitely do a daring security.
Hell
as
yeah.
well.
I
Hell
thought
yeah.
it might work.
Yes. me and Drones are always like, give us daring, please, give us daring. We really are. We're bad.
Actually,
So-
daring and security is my two highest. So
You have
But
with a Type 3 phaser rifle, you have accurate and charge. So
just to break the fourth wall a bit, Cupid makes a good point. The Klingons using a phaser and the interlocutors are using a bat'leth. What a world!
Yes.
She's like basking in his Klingon, okay? She's gonna just like you do you, boo. Like
Yeah,
I'll make sure you
getting
don't
turned
get
on
hurt.
slightly.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find the it's accurate. So accurate is this weapon is especially precise. Minor action aim for this. Then any number can be re-rolled. So if you miss, you get re-rolled. But you didn't
Well, I
miss.
think I'm okay.
So
That's
What do
actually
I
a good mechanic for aim.
batleth.
yeah. The batleth is just a 1, but it's a opposed check.
Can you aim with a bat'leth?
Yes. No. So you're
Can
going
you put a
after
laser
are you-
sight?
Aim
Are
for
you
his
going-
gun.
Are you going after the leader, or are you going after one of the other guys? Because going through the leader, you have to go through them. They're completely caught off guard, so you could jump into the middle of them and hit them with your batleth.
Oh,
Crazy.
I'm going for kills, so I'm not going for the leader. I'm going for the closest.
The closest? Okay, the closest is not the leader. Okay.
Right. No, I know that. I want the leader alive. Me attacking
yeah.
the leader with a batleth does not
Absolutely.
end that way.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why would we kill the person? We need to get
No,
information out of
I want the
person's
leader
way.
alive.
Okay, so he's gonna have to do a control security opposed roll, so he has to beat you. He does not. So you both hit. Roll me some damage.
Hell yeah.
What is the damage roll for the batleth? Because I didn't have it
Batleth
added.
is it's 3 die and it has vicious 1.
It's vicious.
So I
one,
just
yeah.
put a 3 in the weapon thing and hit that under weapons.
Yeah, a batleth is 3. Yeah, 3, and then vicious 1. It also has opportunity 1, which is let me see what that is.
Oh, do I not have that marked in here? Oh, sorry guys.
I'm not seeing opportunity in here. See hidden, inaccurate, non-lethal. It's the cost. Oh, it's an opportunity cost. Never mind. That's different. An escalation one. It does definitely escalates. Never mind. Yeah. Anyways, yes, you hit him for. Okay, he's knocked out.
Dead.
So you both, of course, you knock out one. Were you going for the leader, Bosch?
I hope so.
Yeah, like to knock out for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
With the Type 2 phaser, I figured that. And you weren't using charge for it.
She's
what
got a
it was.
Type 3, but
Type 3,
yeah, I
yeah.
guess I used a
Type 3 has
2.
stun as well, yeah.
I
Type 3
guess I
has
thought
stun,
I
too.
hit the Type 3, but I hit the Type 2. But whatever, it works.
With charge, that is, this weapon has the ability to. Okay, so you may add one of the following as a prepare. Oh, you'd already did the aim, so it's not. But in the future, you can actually do an area, intense, piercing 2, or vicious 1 with it as well. That would be essentially
yeah.
the variables of the phaser. So
You
you
get
can
to
turn it
pick
into.
one and
Yeah.
make it happen. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But vicious 1 would be like kill setting. you know.
Yeah, no. Don't want to kill anybody right now.
All right, so here's how this happens. The Nagata walks up's like, "Hey, Romulan brothers, I have cures what ails you." And one of them goes, "What?" Boom! Shoots him with a disruptor, hits him in the shoulder.
Good.
He goes flying back, like, "Oh!" And then out pops Terzi, screaming something in Halayan. And
What's bloody murder in Halayan?
well, it sounds like "Aya, Aya, hey." Get it? Link, Halayan.
Yes.
No, I
Yes.
got it. I was laughing. You just couldn't hear me. 'Cause I was muted.
Never actually played a single Zelda game, so no. But okay.
And he breaks a pot, aka the skull of a Romulan with a bat.
Oh my god!
He
One
just
day your character
cuts
needs
one
to
down
sell a
with
pot.
Is there an emerald inside?
Well, there's certainly
It's
something
called a
green.
rupee, sir.
Well, no, but Romulans have green blood. That's why
Yeah.
emeralds.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
green
green
They're
rupee.
also green.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Green rupee's worth one rupee.
you haven't played Zelda, so it's okay.
No, I thought they were rubies, so red. But okay.
They're called rupees. There's green is the
okay.
one,
Like
and
the
red is the
in-game
5.
currency.
Yeah.
No,
So-
guys. Oh my god. Okay, green is 1, blue is 5,
5. Red is 20.
red is 20, silver is 100. No, purple is 50, and gold is 300. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Nerds.
Anyways, you find a rupee in the pot, and it just happens to be the blood of a Romulan. And the other one takes it, but he is going to use his determination to not go down. He takes 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 charge damage, or 7 damage. So yeah, that's nice. Oh, by the way, it's 4D. It's 4 damage. It's 4 is the base stats for the
Should I
type 3.
re-roll that then?
No, you're good. Yours is 3, but Baj's is 4. But I think she.
Yeah, I
did it
know,
right.
because I rolled phaser type 2 on accident, and I just went with it.
You can roll me an additional one. Roll me one additional one.
Okay. Roll the guy. Oh wait, hitting enter doesn't do anything. Yay!
Additional one.
Nice.
So that's 2, 10. He can't resist that. That's 10. So-
Wonderful.
He goes down
Got knocked the
instantly.
fuck out.
He just got knocked the fuck out. So now there's 2 down. 4 to go.
They can eat.
Nagata is going
Duh.
to scramble to a rock and not
Yeah.
give himself medical yet, but he's going to have to give himself medical before the end of this fight. Otherwise, he will die.
Yeah.
And
Bar's just gonna cover him. Like she's gonna cover both of them, but she's gonna if anybody charges toward Nagata, she's gonna make sure to take care of that son of a bitch.
okay, the rest of them are going to turn on Terzi. 3 of them will turn on Terzi, or 2 of them will turn on Terzi. 2 of them will go after Baj. And you guys
good
see
numbers.
this. You guys, long range right now. You guys hear the phaser fire, and you hear the "Ah!" from Terzi as he cracks the skull of a Romulan. You also heard the disruptor fire, so you know that the fight's going on. So you guys are effectively with zones. You are 3 zones away from them. To move 1 zone is 1 movement. So you could get within long range within 1. I think you can use your major action to move as well, to double move. Then you would be getting into medium range. If you guys wanted to get into the combat. But you wouldn't be able to get into the combat because the I think even phaser rifles are medium ranged, and they might be long range. But so just R could get into combat with it.
We'll approach to meet them halfway. So even if we're not able to get there, we'll get there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys this time to do that before they start firing. So if you guys want to try to move towards them faster or slower.
Okay. What do I have to roll?
You don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
With these actions, you guys have the chance to movement is a minor action, and a major action is so you're at extreme range. Is distance of 3 more zones. So if you move 1, you guys can under normal circumstances. Okay, so movement, you'll have to still give me a task roll of fitness and double check this. Fitness and security would be the roll, but it's a task roll 0, so you automatically succeed it. But this essentially gives you a chance to get momentum if you want.
And to see if we don't trip on something and faceplant.
If you fall onto your phaser and vaporize.
Yeah. So you're able to get a little bit closer. So several minor actions. So you can try to double check through this. And movement. Okay, so you can move closer to them with character moves any point within medium range. So you can move, medium range is 1 zone. So you can move 1 zone. If you use your standard, your major action, you can go another zone if you want to, but you'd have to give me another roll.
Okay. Well, I want to get there as soon as possible so I can affect the fight in some way. Yeah. Am I able to hit them with my phaser from this range?
No, you're at long range.
Then I'll move in.
And a phaser is a close range weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You're fine, but you don't generate anything. So you're moving at medium range now. So medium range is 1 zone, and a phaser is going through real quick. Type 2 phaser is what is the range on these things? That's strange. I'm not seeing the range.
Let me take a look.
I'm seeing that it's a ranged.
It just says melee or ranged.
Yeah.
These are type 2.
Look at the attacks. Okay, so making attack.
Wait, I should make an attack? Okay.
No, I'm looking through this real quickly to make sure.
All right.
Strange. It doesn't really say about the range. I'm assuming that because like other weapons ranges are out there in terms of like the range of weapons firing. Let's just say, because for the sake of things, because I'm not seeing it right now, I'm gonna keep things going pretty quickly. Is type 1 phaser is close, type 2 phaser is medium.
Sorry.
Which means
ranged weapon can be used to attack enemies that are visible to the attacker.
Okay, so
if we can see them, we can shoot them.
Okay, you can see them, so you can shoot them if you want to. So you can either move closer or you can fire.
I'll fire from here.
Okay.
Simple, to the point, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll fire from here. I will fire on anyone I see who is closest, melee range to Terzi, who seems to be in the front line with his bantlet.
Okay.
Okay, so I fire.
That's the wrong one.
Oh.
Give me...
what do I do first?
It's control security. You have to,
Also, the complication range of the attack increases by 1 if there are creatures within reach of the target. So if they're within melee range of somebody that you don't want to hit, the complication range increases.
Yeah, so it's complication range 2. So it's fitness security, control security, complication range 2.
Okay. So I already called the shot, so I'm not going to take it back, so I'm just going to shoot.
Miss. Yeah. But you didn't hit him, so that's good. So you fire, you miss. It's with your phaser. What else you guys want to do? You're muted, by the way. Not you.
By the way, the image in the combat guide is exactly what we're doing right now.
It really is.
It is, yeah. With Romulans, yes.
Yes.
With the structures in the background, yeah, it is. Go ahead. The rest of you guys. Jets R is definitely going to fire.
Yeah, I'm going to take a pot shot at somebody who's not next to one of my teammates.
Okay, yeah, there's 2 that are further away. Well, no, they're all within close range. So,
all right,
because they're all bunched together, and Terzi went up and just skull cracked one of them to death. So
yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
She hit. No, she missed. It's 2. It's control 2.
Mm.
Yeah, zones is only for perception and noticing people.
It's also for combat with ships. That's what I was a little confused about.
Yeah.
Because
I guess the phasers are shooting lights, right? So
yeah. You're also talking about the distances of millions of kilometers with ship weapons versus, maybe a kilometer in terms of most ranged weapons. If you can see them, you can hit them. So, all right. Do you want to do anything, Dull?
Yeah. What's the roll for firing a phaser?
It's control security. You have to have two successes.
All right. Complication.
You go first. Yeah.
Focuses.
Complication 2. Yeah.
I hit the button.
Oh! Roll me some damage.
Okay.
Does the phaser explode in your hand?
No, because he's shooting into melee. And there's one of his friends are there. Oh yeah, because you don't really have
He was
much.
shooting at the people on the other side. He wasn't shooting at my side. I'm just saying.
It should be 3 deltas. Let me double check that.
It says I have weapon damage 3 listed on my sheet.
Click it again. Huh. Do you have a 0 security or something like that?
No, I have 2 in security. Okay,
It
I'm going to
should be-
try setting it to 4 and see if it rolls 3 dice.
Yeah. Try one more time.
Now, okay.
Now
Now roll
set it-
6 dice.
Now set it
Math is hard.
to, set it to
Send it
3.
back to its original now.
Nah, because I think it's just the. Try one more time.
What? It's got more now. What?
Roll 20 is getting bombarded by so many people who are self-isolating. So
I'm wondering if that's that one where he has 1, 2, 3.
no, that's right, because he's got 2 security, so it adds to security. So
All right.
I'm gonna just say this because I'm not gonna be mean. Terzi, Cole just hits you for 2 damage, 2 stress.
Ow.
You got like poof, and then poof, you hit with a Federation phaser, just it's on stun, because I'm assuming you guys are all on stun until otherwise noted.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to fire into melee? Remember, complication range 2.
I try not to kill. Can I not shoot a person, but try to do something environmental, like shoot a rock that explodes next to someone and try that blinds them or something?
Yeah, you can give me a shot. It'll increase the difficulty to 3, but because you're trying to do something
Shoot
specific.
5.
The double complication there was 2 19s, by the way. That's a 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah. So
Wow. No, I guess I'll just shoot. I'll just shoot.
shoot
And
her.
hope for the
Shooter!
best. Control and security, you said.
Hey, you hit. Roll me some phaser damage.
Phaser damage. I just added it, so it's type 2 phaser. Range.
It's 3. It's ranged, and it's 3 delta die. Chevron die.
Yeah. And equalities effects.
It is charge, I think. So you don't have to worry about that though. That just means that
okay.
with a
The
minor
thing
action.
that you can do.
Yeah.
Okay. I said I type 3. I definitely type 3.
There we go.
Okay.
And you have security
Is
of
your
1.
security 1?
I have security 1. Yeah.
Yep. So that's good.
Okay.
So you do
Right.
3 damage to another one. So he gets hit and he's like, ah. All right. Now it's their turn because the other
It's a
thing is
mosquito
that
bite.
because they're within melee range of Terzi, they also have a complication range, or the difficulty increases. So it's instead of a 2 for phaser, it's 3 for phasers. And they're going to go for phasers first because they had them out. All right. So 2. Control security. 2 of them are attacking Terzi. 1 misses. The other one misses. Now the other 2 that are a little bit away from Terzi are both going to shoot at Baj, but they don't have any negatives, so it's still 2.
Watch them be successful.
Hit.
Yep.
And hit.
I knew it was gonna he wasn't gonna get hit, but I was. So I'm getting a double hit. So let's take it, boys.
All right. That is 2, 4, 6 for 1. So you're definitely taken out unless you use your and the other
Darsh.
one- oh yeah, you're taken out.
Yeah.
Raj, you hear? I'm going to kill them all.
I am like unconscious.
You're unconscious. You are dying. Like if someone doesn't help you, you're mortally wounded.
I do.
Oh, it's a
though,
good thing we
whenever-
brought the doctor. Oh.
when it gotta goes for me though. Wait.
I've got emergency medicine. So
Yeah.
Never mind.
maybe, just maybe.
Are their attacks lethal?
Yes. They're
Okay,
using
so-
Using
disruptors.
disruptors.
Because if they were if it was non-lethal, I would have a +2 resistance against their attacks.
You know what? I would think they're Romulans. I don't think they would. They're not Klingons.
No, they're
not,
always.
They're not going to just
I don't
murder
know that-
people.
I don't know.
I mean,
they're
they might.
Romulans, though.
They might, but
I would say
Have
they're
you-
more
based-
murderers
Have you
than
been watching
Klingons.
Picard?
but those
Klingons
are
don't
Klingons.
murder people.
but
Klingons
those are-
kill with honor.
But those
This
are
is Zhat Vash, not just regular Romulans.
yeah. Those are also Romulans in like after Romulus has exploded. After the
They're
Romulan
a little
Empire
more
basically
desperate,
fell.
yeah.
So they're a little bit more desperate. These guys are
Spoilers.
calculated. If you watch
Well,
the
I mean,
movie, you know about that. It's
But
Yeah.
even
Star Trek 2009 was when
9,
you found
yeah,
out about
yeah.
that.
right.
You know,
But even +2 resistance, like on each of those attacks, like probably wouldn't done much.
no, but it's +2 resistance would have for the first one wouldn't have knocked you out. The second one would have knocked you out. So instead of being, you could still take a 2, 4, 6, 10. You would have still been knocked out, but you could have used a determination to stay in with those +2 resistance.
Oh, on the second one, you mean? It says using it on the first attack. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
because the
I'll
first one, if you use it, you get them per attack, or you just get it once per scene. I think it's just a racial passive, isn't it? Something you just get for everything.
What are you talking about? Getting
Your
what?
+2 resistance.
Yeah, that's all the time.
Yeah. So basically, the first attack it drops it down to a 4 rather than a 5, which means that you would be injured. You take 4 stress, but you're not taken out. And the second one, you would be taken down to. You would definitely take a hit because it's now 8 instead of 10. So you would have been taken a total of 12 stress. What's your stress total?
Doing math, 6, 12, 14.
14. So you would be injured, not taken out, and almost on death's door, but you wouldn't be dead.
So what? I have like only 2 points of stress left.
Yes. But you could also use determination to keep yourself into the fight.
Yeah, I'll keep myself in the fight, and Nagata also, by the way, like if he tries to render me first aid, his the difficulty of that is reduced by 1, no matter what. It's my cultural racial trait.
It's easier for you to be revived, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty
so.
hardy.
Now it's you. It's Nagata. Nagata is going to ignore himself, and he sees you get like double hit by disruptors. He goes, "Commander, no!" And then like scrambles over to you.
Sobers up immediately.
Yeah.
Into the open, or because I could always run to him.
He's running into the open towards you. Like
I'm just gonna like run at him. Like I'm gonna kind of like know. Okay, he's gonna.
Now here's the thing: if you move towards him, you will not be able to attack. But if he moves towards you,
oh, fine, I'll let him move toward me then.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to heal you this round, but he'll be able to stabilize you for next round.
Okay.
So he runs towards you and like saddles up in the rock beside you and starts pulling out his medical kit and starts like his disruptor like burns still in his side. But now it's Baj and Terzi. It's your turn.
Do we have any momentum left?
Yeah. What's our momentum count here?
I don't know. I think you guys had at least 2 additional momentum.
4.
Yeah.
That's what I have it set to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did I read that right earlier in that combat momentum that I could spend 2 of that momentum to choose a secondary target?
Yes.
So I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Can I also spend 1 extra into the roll?
You can spend as many momentum as you want.
Oh, then that's what I want to do.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to spend 2 into hitting a secondary target. So
essentially, you're like swiping through and hitting 2 of them rather than 1.
Yeah.
And then you're spending an additional momentum to hit. So.
Yes.
Bath tornado.
Yes.
That is.
He's doing cleave. He's doing the Star Trek equivalent of cleave.
Precisely.
Spin to win.
You hit. Now it's up to them to try to defeat you. They're trying to defeat you. One manages to block you. The other one does not and critically fails. So whatever, I'm just going to say whatever damage you do is going to be doubled on that one. So one of them blocked you, but managed to go into the other one. He's dead.
Straight into the eye.
So essentially what happens is you like the other one like sees you, it's like they're both firing at you, missed, and sees you coming, and he goes and pulls up his disruptor pistol and like deflects it. But as he deflects it, you were trying to go through both of them, and instead of deflecting it, he deflected away from him, but instead of like slowing it down, it actually sped up your attack, and it slams into his side and like almost cleaves him in half, like buries into his body, and then you pull it out. And
nice.
Good job. Down.
You know that inner spike that just goes straight in.
Yeah.
But did he get 2? Like, was he attacking 2 individuals?
Yes.
So he needs to roll another damage.
No.
Well, no,
the other one. The other one deflected, and that's what led the extra damage into his friend.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he failed.
So 3 down.
3 down. So 3 left. And
3 left.
What? 2 of them are on me, and 1 of them's on him, right?
Yeah, they're all close to him because he's like in the middle of them. But 2 of them are shooting towards you, and he's going after the other 2.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing he did. I'm just gonna buy that extra hit an extra attack, and also just have the extra die on the momentum table.
Do
you have the
enough
momentum?
for that? I think we only
No,
have
we have one left.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
we had
One
4.
momentum
When we did that, y'all said we had
We
4
did.
total.
I used 2 to be able to hit a second target,
Oh.
and I used 1 into my roll to hit.
Okay,
Now,
then
you
I'm
do
just
have-
going to use
you
2
do
to
have-
hit a second target then.
You do have
Or
a
one-
minor
sorry,
action.
1.
You do have a minor action, just to let you know. And you can use a minor action to turn your phaser rifle into spread, and you can hit multiple targets.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Let me
And
double check
take a
the
momentum
spread.
to
Or area.
make sure I hit.
Area. This attack suffers a wide area and can afflict several targets at once. The attack automatically affects any character or damageable object within reach of the initial target, and one additional target with the close range of the initial target. Each of the effect for each effect rolled. Starting with this next closest is determined by the game master. So if you did this, you'd also hit Terzi, but it's a knockout. You'd hit all 3 of them, but you'd also hit Terzi.
I'd do
That's
it.
stun-
You know I
that's
would.
Yeah,
stun,
no,
though.
I'm thinking I'll take the risk.
You
anyway.
know Terzi would do it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, he wouldn't
And-
mind. He would get it. Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
You
And like I said, I'm
probably
spending the
also
momentum to
know.
have the extra die.
You
So-
probably also know at this point that that's going to be the only thing that really stops Terzi from just murdering the rest of them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
He's
Here
got
I
the
go with
bloodlust.
The roll.
He's got the
for
Klingon.
doing daring and security for it. Come on, roll, baby. Why aren't we rolling? Did it not roll?
Here we go. Here he goes.
Roll, baby, roll.
I clicked it. Okay, there it goes. 2.
So you hit. You hit.
Okay,
You have to
sweet.
roll per target, though, I think is what it says. Let me double check and read it. So first target, I'll say the first 3 targets are the Romulans, and then the last one will be Terzi. It says.
Well, no, you
attack
get
auto-
additional targets based on the damage roll outside of the area. Like,
Okay.
because you get everybody in reach, and then you roll damage. Then, if you get effects, you get to affect more people.
Okay.
But I don't. I
Makes
think you only
sense.
make 1 damage roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Just one more.
And I'm
One
using-
attack roll. Yeah.
Aw.
No effects, but you still do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Terzi, you take 8 damage.
It's set to stun though.
It's at the stun. What's your
That leaves me with 3 stress.
Okay, now you have the option because it's only 1. You can either take it out, and you just take it and drop to the ground, or you can suffer through it, like fight through it, and use your point of determination. So you stay still in the combat, but you still only have 3 stress left.
Hmm.
I have 2, so we're in.
I
we're in that boat together,
honestly think the Terzi move here is to keep fighting. So
but-
Okay,
Yeah.
now you use your determination for that one.
Yep.
Let's see. So 8.
Oop.
Have any resistance?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Trying to think if they would stress through it. No, you know what? They're not. They're minor NPCs, not major NPCs. So
And they also
Yes.
suffered a starship crash a couple hours
Yeah.
ago. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. They all fall down, and Terzi just goes, "Oh!" but still up. But all of them are knocked out except for the 2 that Terzi turned into blenders, or blended into, I should say. With this, I'm gonna also have Nagata kind of make his.
I see that, and I start running up with my little science because I have also medical equipment in there since I am. I have a focus in emergency medicine.
Let me get Nagata. James Nagata. He's gonna do. He's gonna obviously do. Let me double check this as well, but he's also going to do the heal the commander first rather than himself, because that's his style. Okay. Okay. Avoiding injury, healing and injury. Okay. A character may spend a point of determination to ignore the effects of an injury. Okay. Another character may provide first aid to perform the first aid single injured character within reach. This is a daring plus medicine task with a difficulty of 1. Okay. And I believe his he doesn't have a focus on this because it's an emergency medicine, but you would. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he has xenobiology.
he does. So I could do the focus for this one. So he's going to, it's difficulty of 1. He passes it. You guys get 2 more. So loads up the hypo spray and like kind of keeps Baj from dropping down dead. Now you guys are still low on stress though. Like your stress does not reset until the end of the episode, I believe.
I'm gonna heal him because I see that he's selflessly ignoring his own injuries. So I'm gonna do it to him. Nope. Fuck. Damn it.
Okay, he's
But
gonna
he just killed the doctor.
His disruptor wound.
he takes an additional stress from you, just like you hit the wrong artery.
I'm gonna take his pulse. He pushes his eyes in.
I don't know human biology.
Administer a hypo spray of sulfuric acid.
Okay, so this is he's also going to try to heal the injury. So healing an injury is a different matter, cannot be done during combat. An injured character requires treatment to remove their injury. This requires a control plus medicine task with a difficulty of 2, although factors such as tools available. So...
Oh shit, I rolled wrong. I rolled daring in medicine, but still.
It's
still 0-0.
Control medicine. I think he did.
Yeah.
He did. Oh, you did presence medicine. Why did you do presence medicine? He still succeeded as his lower roll. But daring medicine would have been. Let me double check, make sure that's the case.
Do I get any of my stress back?
Same. Yeah, I'm double checking the stress because I think you're no longer injured.
Okay, sweet.
I think you would have also increased the difficulty, but whatever, we'll be fine for that.
So I hate to be that guy, but I have a hard out that I need to take care of
right now.
Yeah, it's technically in about 10 minutes, but I don't know that we're only 10 minutes away from the end of the session. So
okay, so we'll speed this up a little bit, and then because I also have to be out of here in about.
Yeah, exactly. This is
myself.
Yeah.
So
long episode today.
Yes, you guys are healed. I'm just gonna go through this, so you don't have any injuries affecting you. You still have stress, but the injuries no longer affect you. So you guys, Paja sends you guys into the cavern. And with the cavern, let's get to that part. The mine's cut deep into the cliff face, and then a vertical shaft drops several hundred meters. Rickety grav lifts of uncertain quality allow for miners and you guys to descend into the darkness. After winding through several more caverns, you finally come upon the mine shaft that apparently ends at a metal wall. The wall has been cut through, and on the other side is a chamber. Several control devices of some kind line the walls. In the center of the room, it looks like a floating obelisk carved in some side of types of hard stone. In the center, through what seems to be almost no glass, you know there's something protecting you because you don't feel any radiation from it, is a floating object of pulsing light, which you guys recognize as one of the transdimensional rifts. So,
you'd think the member of the Orion Syndicate would also recognize the transdimensional rifts, but
yeah, but she doesn't know how to deal with the situations. They know how to travel through the rifts, remember, but they don't necessarily know exactly how to control them or create them.
Yep.
So,
all right,
you can hard out.
No. I can stick around for a little bit. I just wanted to put that out there. I can push a few minutes. Let's go. Let's talk about this.
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, I start looking around for any control surfaces or anything like that?
You guys recognize the control surfaces pretty easily. You can kind of boot it up, pull it up, and you're able to read the because you've been dealing with this technology for a while. You realize that you can turn this off really easily. It's a reason science check, but it's difficulty 1.
Guys, don't fail me now. I got a 16 on this.
I will assist,
There we go.
Hey.
and I won't bother assisting.
The lights fade out, and the all of a sudden your communicators start working. You get a panic call from Jumo, like, this is the USS Vasquez, Ensign Jumo, trying to contact the away team. Please respond.
This is Sakir.
Captain, we've been trying to contact you. We got your message, but we've not been able to do anything else. There's a Romulan ship up here demanding to talk to try to find its away team.
Oh,
About that.
we kept the
Haven't
commander
seen
alive,
it.
right?
We kept most
like-
of them alive. There's 2 of them that are dead.
Yeah.
I most of them are alive. Never mind. I was going to suggest like maybe embellishing the truth would be prudent here.
Prudent.
That ship certainly did go down on the planet's surface as a result of the atmospheric interferences.
It's a
And
shame
this-
there were no survivors. That's all Turkey says. It's a shame there were no survivors.
Mhm. All right, so on the comm badge to Jumo, I say, yes, we did encounter some Romulans on an away mission here on the planet. They did crash land, however, and there were casualties. The rest of them are here, but unconscious.
We still can't get a lock on you with the transporters, but we should be able to bring a runabout down.
Would that be advisable at this point?
No.
We turn it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
It seems like the thing that knocked you guys out of the sky is off now.
Right. Well, so we can't be beamed down. We can get the runabout. Just
You can,
doubly
yeah.
making sure.
We
Yeah, because
also
of-
had the offer of a ride from Paja.
I would rather not take that ride.
Also, we need a way to tractor the crash runabout with us so we can repair it.
Oh, if I were to get back, I mean, I can repair it with stuff that we bring down.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Send the remaining runabout down. We'll be waiting here for you.
Captain, you may want to have them send another pattern buffer enhancer. Pattern enhancer so that we can get the wounded up to the ship a little faster.
So I patched him through. Juma heard
Okay.
that.
Okay. All right. So, moments after you finish this call, the lights pop back up, and you see a blinking pattern showing up on one of the consoles as everything turns back on.
I go and look at the blinking console.
Give me
I
a
look over Cole's shoulder.
reason engineering or reason science task. It's difficulty 0.
He's an engineering.
And I will assist if needed to. No, I don't need to assist.
Okay, so you guys get two momentum. The obelisk and the area deep inside the chamber is experiencing a rapid power buildup. You have seen this before. Twice before. Seen this before. Twice before. It's also, and unlike before though, this seems to be unstable and is likely going to self-destruct when it blows in 6 minutes.
Okay.
And that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
To be continued.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's wait. Let's pack this up a little bit later because this is the next part's not a 2-parter, but it is a direct sequel to this. So we'll pack this up for right now. With that, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much,
Captain. It's about to explode. Bum, bum,
What?
bum.
To be continued.